Hello, hello, hello. Okay, there we go. I don't know why my mic was unplugged. How is this too wide? Hold on. How is this too wide? What's going on here? How's that even possible? I got this joint on a regular scale, boy. And somehow it's too wide. Alright, y'all, it's been a little while. I mean, it ain't been that long, has it? Oh, no, it hasn't been that long. What am I talking about? Okay, hold on. Let me put... Oh, goodness. Hold on. The rugs is being done. The rugs is being done. Nah, never mind. I just realized that it ain't been that long since we last streamed. There's a dang Christmas tree in his house. Where the heck did this come from? What the? Let me put some clothes on her real quick. Okay, I already did some photos on OGV with some Christmas, little Christmas photos on her, but I ain't gonna lie, I kind of want to do some more because number one, this hairstyle that I found for her is incredible, or for any of my characters, I feel like rocking it on. And number two, the Christmas stuff I had her rocking was old. This is new stuff, and it all looks amazing. So I wish to make use of them. I'm not going to use too much on her, though. So I'm going to keep hers fairly simple. Because I do want to use a lot of this stuff for some new characters, too. And not just her. Okay. For this, though, I'm probably going to use my main 3 OG characters. So that's going to be OG V, Country V, and Mexico V. Since they are my 3 eldest characters. Alright, boom. Now there will be mess-ups here. Yeah, where the fuck did this Christmas tree come from? Did they put this here, or is this here because of one of the mods I downloaded? I did download a lot of mods, but this tree ain't here, and I can't scan it, so... This must be something, CD Projekt Red decided to do. Now, I'm trying to figure out, though, why is this my game not fitting? How's it too big? Oh, okay, there we go. How's it even possible? So yeah, I got a whole bunch of new outfits. Matter of fact, let me open up Nexus so I can remember what I got. I got a lot here. New stuff. How was I just... That was ugly as fuck. My hand, there's something on my hand. Bug? How you got bugs? I ain't got no bugs. No, I spit on my hand. Ooh, that's what that was. My hands is dry as fuck. I need to put some lotion on. I gotta stop. Ooh, that's copyright. Let me stop that. Right where it is. Copyright music. Got this whole stream down. Okay, so I got Freyna's Christmas outfit. Cozy winter Christmas outfit. Christmas trees, which is probably where this came from. Sporty outfit, sport cut. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Sporty outfit, fucking, and some poses. Some jeans. And a money spread, because I got a whole lot of hood characters who would do a money spread, including the character we on right now. But I ain't had no money to spread, you feel what I'm saying? So, I had to download that too. And then we got a winter set. For poses. I got a lot of poses. That was the biggest thing I did. A lot of poses. I have so many poses that it's impossible for me to use them up. But, you know, you can never have too much for real, for real. So for this, you know what? Since we already did a Christmas fit on her, let me just do something more casual for her. So we're going to use that money spread. Let's get her a cool little hood fit real quick, because I got a lot of good shoes and stuff. It's winter, so we're going to rock some of them Timbs on her. Okay, so there goes one of the Christmas outfits. I'm gonna save the other Christmas stuff for some other characters. Because, yeah, sure, it was older outfits, but we used them. I don't want to I don't want to take from other characters, you know what I'm saying? Let me think here. Where's some good baggy pants? We need some good baggy pants. Some Tims. Oh, and I do got the winter mod on. The winter mod is on and running. I need like a regular... a big baggy jacket. Got a couple of them pants though. Oh, here we go. White pants with some Tims. Or should I give her black pants with some Air Forces? Black pants, black Air Forces type activity. That's what I'm thinking. She got the black Air Forces with the laces. I forgot who made those Air Forces though. I should give her all black forces. She always rocks the one with the blue laces. Every time I put her on, put her some Air Forces on, it's the black ones. That for somebody else. I got a lot of crap. I got too much crap. Goodness, I don't even remember where half the stuff is. I'm looking for Mr. Reek. Here you go. That's the wrong one. It's one of these two. Did he make the Air? No, he made the Tims. Who made the Air Force? Dang. The Jordan 4s, baby. I'm looking for the Air Forces. I do not remember. Got a lot of crap as you all can see. I got a lot of crap as y'all can see. I sit here and remember who made the forces. She already got a gold watch. Does she? Wait, let me see. Okay, yeah. You already got the gold watch. I'm trying to remember who made the forces. But I got too much. I forgot what he called them. He called them something stupid. Naval Force 2s. Fucking Naval Force 2s. Oh, snap. I don't think you would get copyright for creating a mod, would you? This is his joint called ECBS. That would be. Let me actually go. I guess that's not what he meant. Virtual tailor or whatever. Ah, there you go. Cat shops. That's the one with the little black cat with the purple background. Yeah. Or pink. Here they go. What? Oh. Blue stripe. Blue laces. True, let me get her the all white forces. Wait, she already got a white force. Let me. She got the black pants. Black and white. We do black and white. Man, if only my male character still worked, he'd be rocking some of these forces. But that man's face is still gone, so. He had a fucking brain-eating bacteria, apparently, because that nigga, he still ain't got a dang head. I don't know what to do about it. Nothing I've done has fixed it. Nothing I've done has fixed it. I don't know what to do about him. I mean, granted, most people ain't really trying to see him that often, but, you know, every now and then you might still want to hop on your character and do some photos. I can't. Man still ain't got a dang face. I don't forget where all my jackets is. I don't know. Proper type of baggy jackets that this character would wear, at least. A lot of those small jackets ain't really her style. I mainly got those for my New Yorker characters. It's a very New York thing. Bubble vests. Let's I give her the black shirt with the blue under. That's clean. Matches her aesthetic and matches the pants. Then we're gonna do some Christmas stuff on the next characters. This is what we about to do right now is more of a winter theme. I forgot she gonna All that hair with the hat. You don't need the hat, no way. You got that much hair on your head. I know how it feels to have a decent amount of hair on your head, and when you got a lot of hair, your head is usually well warmed. Usually. All the time, of course. Huh? Oh, here we go. I do not remember. You got a lot of hair on your head. Then it also sucks during the heat too, because all that same hair on your head is get hot. But depending on where you at, for some of y'all it might not get as hot as where it get from me, where I'm at. It get hot. Oh, I thought those chain beads as per usual. Oh, let me do the watch. Watch with the beads, gold rings. Yeah. Where did they go? How the fuck is it tucking the shirt in? Shirt is not supposed to be tucked in. I mean, it looked fine, but I wanted it to be hanging out and about. Now the question is, the white forces or the black forces? Not really much of a winter fit, but at the same time, this is Night City, which is California, so it ain't gonna get that cold. Though I do have snow all over the dang place. So I guess I'm a little wrong about that. I guess I'm kind of contradicting myself here. I haven't made her do gun pictures in a hot minute. You're a little pop. I want to say, or the big AK, but that is a shotgun. Incredibly pricey. I mean, to be fair, she do got a lot of money. I'm about to say the average person. Characters well past average. Let me see if we can find a little Glock here. Where is my guy who sells the Glocks? Attachment weapons. Big AK. I'll do the AK. I 47s, man. My favorite gun of all time. I just saw a FedEx truck drive away. What is that? Is that a Christmas gift? Is that my Christmas gift? I need to wrap that up right now. Get properly boxed. Okay, not for real. Okay, I'm about to say. Sometimes these fools, man, they will ship you something and the name of what the fuck the item is will be right there on the dang box. It's like, are we serious? No, this is, this is Christmas time. People's expect gifts and whatnot. You can't just be, you can't just be delivering crap out in the open. Glock 18X. Should we do a Glock or should we do a Desert Eagle? I feel like a Desert Eagle would be more fitting to her status, but at the same time, her hand's gonna fit that. It's not gonna look great in the pictures if her hands is clipping through. Let's do the Glock for safety. For safety reasons, we just don't go with the Glock. I don't think Desert Eagle might be. Glock. Real quick, let me clean up her face because she's been rocking makeup for a long time. I typically don't makeup on this character, but I kind of just forgot to take it off her face after all this time. Alright, the screen real quick. I can't give people the, can't really give people the information on how to create this character. I do not give away the creation for my main characters. I just don't do that, man. I can't do that, man. Oops. Wait, how you take it off? Oh. I'm blind. And eye makeup. Take off the eye makeup too. Somebody actually got mad at me one time for that. I'm like, he's like, it's just a character. Why are you scared to give away character? What's the name? She's not even real. I'm like, duh. Why are you so fucking mad about it? You contradicting yourself, my good sir. It's your character. You're not always gonna be willing to give out your characters. Simple as that. It's my character. My original character at that. Like, if it was like some off to the side character I created, then yeah, sure. But all my original characters, I don't give out my characters. A lot of people don't. It's completely normal. It's your original character. Let's see, what's a good spot for her to go? Ooh. And we give her the H1 Hummer too, because it's snowing? I'm trying to think though, what's a good spot? That is a good spot. Y'all see the snow, man. 1600 snow, man. We got snow in Night City, baby. I've been using this file for a hot minute. I'm guessing the best place to go would be Haywood. Let me world real quick though. Volumetric fog is whack, chromatic aberration is whack too, and we don't need that much traffic. Picture is really only about her. We'll pull up to the to that one corner. Martin Street. Martin Luther Streets, number streets, letter streets. Anybody on the West Coast, we all know that's if you go into any unless I'm mixing it up. Martin Luther Streets is always somewhere in the hood. Okay, number one. Number streets, at least here on the West Coast, that's usually where a lot of Latinos is at. Letter streets, usually where a lot of black folks is at. Where's the dang? I'm seeing a little bit of snow. Need more snow than that, baby. Oh, there we go. Follow my Hummer real quick, though. What's that? Saw a legendary item. Hold on. I'm the trash man. I pick everything up. Or was that the fire that fooled my eyes? The flames fool my eyes. Grab her a Hummer here. It's a snowy day in California, so you gotta swag out with a truck that on average cost around $200,000. When I was a youngster, I always wanted a Hummer. But then I grew up and I realized how rare the H1 Hummer really is. I was like, well, guess it'll be a while before I get a Hummer. Now granted, this is more along the lines of a decked out Humvee than it is a Hummer. I don't think Hummer H1s ever came in this color. Maybe the early stages, the early ones probably did. Those ones don't cost as much though. If you want the most expensive Hummer, whew, you need that 2006 H1 Alpha, the wagon body. That thing, if I'm not mistaken, on average is running up like 100,000+ easily every time. Truck trying to drive off on his own. Stay right there, son. I'll just go ahead and scale this down a bit because it's all up in the way. Okay, turn them graphics up. I'm about to say we gotta stop recording real quick. We're not recording. I'm so used to doing this as photo session videos. Even though it's been a long time since I've recorded one. We're not going to be heavy on the game. Already closed. I'm going to be doing a few dang games. I haven't done any photos in such a long time outside of real life stuff. And the little Cyberpunk set I did just recently, the little winter set with this character. That's the most I've done in a hot minute. Lagging like crazy, boy. Lagging like crazy. It might not clean up the area, though. Alright, let's pull the lighting back a little bit. I need more lighting. Right about that. Now we got that ultra realism. Let me block the screen just in case, because whenever you go into photo mode, your character pops up half naked. Or usually fully. And that's not going to work for YouTube. So... pull the time back a little bit more. And boom, we're not lagging as much now either, so that's good. Oops. With the Hummer in the background, let me make sure you can actually see the sun properly, because the Hummer is just for the look of it. It's really about her and the good lighting. Alright, there we go. Boom. Now, let me see here. What the heck we doing? I also got a little bit of food, so I'm gonna be trying not to be smacking all up in y'all ear. But I am home. I have not eaten. I was busy streaming over on the Warcraft channel. Kinda didn't realize how long I was streaming. This stream was supposed to start a little earlier. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I got caught up in the World of Warcraft, which you might see a little bit of Warcraft here as well. They released some new winter outfits, and I wanted to use them. Downside is, who's ain't add no dang winter decor for the housing. I was a little disappointed with that, I ain't gonna lie. I was expecting to see some new Christmas furniture. With a crib and stuff. Furnish up the crib with some little winter stuff. Ain't did none of that though. 10 now. I was hoping to see some winter stuff though. Dang, really? A winter decor, huh? No, dang well everybody would have wanted some Christmas trees in their crib. Well, I would have. That's the main thing I got on there to hop on to see outside of my raids that I need to get done. Golden hue. Outside of getting some raids done, that was the main thing I got on there to see. See if there was any winter decor for my house. It needs to be a little equal than it. 139 and 118, that's awful numbers there. This crap ain't moving. There we go. That should be a good warm color. Even though it's snowing, you know what I'm saying? It is still California. Feel what I'm saying? So, it ain't gonna be like super frosty looking. Not unless I do something on one of my New York characters, which I'm definitely gonna do. Because, I mean, no Christmas looks better than a New York or an East Coast Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Not just New York, but East Coast. I'm only saying New York because that's where I live. But no Christmas looks better than an East Coast Christmas because that's where you see the snow, or a Northern Christmas because that's where you see snow. Here on the West, we don't really get to see snow, so our Christmases look a little bit more tropical. You tend to find and see people who try to use a lot of base style Christmas lights, but it doesn't make sense because we don't get snow. So a lot of the times when you're doing your Christmas lights, man, I don't know, maybe this is just me because me and my family, we take Christmas a little too serious maybe. But usually when you're doing your Christmas lights, the lights have to reflect on the area. You feel what I'm saying? And over here on the West Coast, because we don't get snow, we can't use coast lights because it don't look right. It looks kind of dumb. It's ugly. It's like these lights don't fit your area. You know what I'm saying? That could just be how I grew up. My family, we tend to take Christmas pretty serious. Mainly the cookies and music part, which I am looking thoroughly forward to. We will have no interruptions this year. There will be no interruptions this year, you know what I'm saying? So, boom on that. Finally. Finally. Alright, we need some thug poses for our little native lady here. Here with the full black and blue fit, you know what I mean? With her full on hair out, looking like she look like Mac 10, but not like literally, of course. How many of y'all know Mac 10? Mac 10. Oops, you still do. Saying you used to listen to a West Coast rapper as a West Coast person is like saying used to breathe. You know dang well anybody on the West Coast is still listening to a lot of old school West Coast rap stuff. That's the beauty of a lot of West Coast music. It's generational for sure, for sure. I've noticed that a lot of East Coast folks don't quite listen to old school East Coast music much. But a lot of West Coast youngsters, we still listen to a lot of old school West Coast rappers. This is how E40 can upload a song and still get millions of views. We don't really play around when it comes to this West Coast stuff. When it comes to this West Coast activity, it's the hairstyle though. Mac 10 used to rock his hair down like that a lot. If anything, when it came to growing out my hair, like my little brothers, they always say, for them it was like ludicrous and all that. I'm like, they cool, don't get me wrong. But me wanting to grow out my hair was definitely because of the Mac 10s, Snoop Dogs, people like them. Now, granted, I'm a little older, so being 29, that's usually who I heard growing up because those were rappers who were big during those times. Snoop Dogg came out in like, what? When was his first joint he did with Dre? What was that, 91? 90? It was early as fuck, 90, 89 to 91. So, you know, he was famous all the way, shoot, even today. But his music-wise, his music was doing numbers all the way like crazy in the early 2000s. So when I saw videos of him having his hair down, Mac 10 having his hair down, all these dudes, I'm like, see, I'm trying to have that West Coast style, and then the West Coast braid style too. That's what wanted me. That's what had me trying to grow my hair out when I was younger. Up until my cousin, my older cousin, okay, he was like, he was a lot older than me, so he was braiding my hair, and it was the worst, one of the worst experiences 7-year-old Jadam had ever had. Because of her, I never grew my hair out until I was like in my 20s. I absolutely refused to grow my hair out. I was like, no one will ever put their hands on my head ever again. She was being awful, awfully rough. It was one of the worst experiences a youngster had, okay? Getting my hair done with this fool fucking, felt like she was ripping my hair out my dang scalp. Like, no one will ever put their hands on my head again. So I would just cut my hair bald. Not bald, but like, you know, military cut. The lag has thoroughly increased here. Gracious. She swords like mainly looking for the gunner poses. Little thug lady poses. After that day though, I never let anybody touch my head again. I stopped growing my hair out after that. She ruined my hair growing experience. Older cousin. She doesn't even know that to this day. She does not know that to this day. Tree, what's going on with your man? Chilling, man. I wanted to do a dang photo stream because our last stream we were supposed to do photos, but ended up playing too much Call of Duty. Yeah, my older cousin, she has no idea to this day that she is the reason I refuse to grow my hair out. She has no clue, and she will likely never know. She comes around again, I make the joke. Because now my hair is getting long again. It's starting to grow again. The last time I had my hair long, I had got lazy. Well, I don't know if I had got lazy. I would say it was more along the lines of, at the time, I did not know that I was allergic to dairy. I was drinking mad milk. I was eating cheese. I was also suffering from chronic hives and had absolutely no clue that's what it was. I also had no clue that it was coming from all the dairy that I was eating. So my body was on fire for years. 4 years, to be specific. And I had no clue why. So, I ain't gonna lie, I let my hair go to crap. I started growing out these dreads that looked horrible because I wasn't actually taking care of them. I ain't gonna lie, I was facing some serious depression and didn't know it. So my hair went to straight garbage. But beforehand, my hair was long as fuck. It was down, not long as fuck, but it was down to my shoulders. I'm trying to get it back to that. I tell you what though, ain't nobody gonna be braiding my dang hair. I still ain't gonna allow nobody to touch my head. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And that's all because my cousin. I was 7 years old. She was braiding my hair. It was the worst experience ever. Felt like she was ripping my hair out my fucking scalp. After that day, I started cutting my hair all the way up until I was like 21, where I started growing it again. I'm about to let it grow out again. It's growing quite fast, to the point where if I let it comb out, oh yeah, no, I'm doing way better now. That was at that time. I didn't know what the heck was happening. I didn't know why my body would be on fire like that. I mean, like a severe burning itch. I couldn't go no dang where. No matter where whatever I did, when it got, anytime it got hot, it was chronic hives. So when anytime it got hot, anything that would slightly rise my body temperature would have me with a burning itch all over my entire body. And that crap lasted 4 years, dude. Because all that time I was eating dairy and had no clue that that's what it was coming from. Nowadays I'm doing way fucking better. I'm in school, passed the first semester, aced that bull crap easily. I'm gonna do the same thing on the second semester. I'm out here, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking I'm not suffering no more. Well, I'm a little itchy now, only because I'm purposely eating stuff with dairy. It's the holidays, man. And it's winter, so I don't be feeling it. I'm gonna get me some Christmas cookies, god dog, and I ain't gonna lie. I need me some Christmas cookies. But on the norm, no, I'm good. After January, though, that is it. I will not be intaking any more dairy up until December again. Because it's gonna get hot. It's gonna get hot, and I ain't trying to have that itchiness while it's hot. It gets hot here. And I'm saying desert. 110, 115, 118 degrees. So, after the holidays, I will go back to not eating dairy. I shouldn't be doing that anyways, because allergens can flare up out of nowhere. Right now, I might be mildly allergic, but in the future, I could become, the allergies could become worse, and it could actually become bad. It usually doesn't happen that way, but sometimes it does, so I really shouldn't be eating dairy anyways. I should be, you know, abiding by the rules of what my body is telling me that I should and shouldn't be eating. I need some of them Christmas cookies. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I gotta get some of them Christmas cookies. Every year, okay? Every year we be doing some serious cookies. Be baking like 10 tons of dang cookies. I ain't missing out. I can't do that. Especially my chocolate chip cookies, my favorite cookie of all time. Gotta get my chocolate chip cookies. This direction here. Nowadays I'm good. So I'm letting my hair grow out again. I want to see if I could get it that long again and possibly longer. Honestly, I'll just let it grow. See what happens. See where it go, you know. Go down, if it goes down to my shoulders and stops there, hey, so be it, you know. If it goes down to my back, then hey, it happened. I'm trying to see how long I could get my hair. My hair used to be decently. I had some decent length hair. I know during the summer though, oof, they're gonna be hot. All of them on the back of your neck, I'm gonna be having to tie it in a ponytail a lot, I'm sure. Maybe I might let my mom braid it though, because she's much more gentle. Okay, my cousin on the other hand, I don't know what the fuck was up with her. I never let that woman touch my dang hair ever again. I mean, granted, he lives across the dang country, but sometimes they be visiting. I never let touch my hair. Rip. Care what who we do she tries to tell me, oh no, I'm not as harsh as I was, but I don't give a crap. That's all it takes with me. You got one chance to make me skeptical of you, and that's it. Right to the top of her hair. Going I'm gonna just let it grow though. I don't really braid my hair up any dang ways. I don't really care for braids. That doesn't really fit my style anyways. I just like to have the hair nice, long, and out like I used to. And if you keep it moisturized, you clean it properly. Yeah, you gotta rock a lot of ponytails in the summer. My hair got that long at one point. Like yikes. It's hot. You know what's funny too? At the time I had finally cut that mess of a dang fro and dreads off the top of my head once I had finally figured out why my body was on fire all the dang time. You know, I never even meant to cut it completely bald. What had happened was, I thought I was being Mr. Slick, okay? I got this big old comb behind me that I use to comb out my hair. This comb is old as fuck. I was probably like 5 years old when my mom had bought this comb. I still use it to this day. at the time, my clippers, I didn't have any guards for them. So what I was doing is I had the clippers on top of the comb, and then I would use the comb as a guide so that I didn't have to cut my hair too low. Because I got razor blades for hair. If I cut it too low, my scalp will be cut like crazy. So I thought I was Mr. Slick, okay? I'm combing. I'm shaving the hair off my head, and the the clippers slid off the dang comb, dude. It slid off the comb, and I had a bald spot in the middle of my fucking head. Honestly, I should have left the bald spot and just wear some hats until it grew back in. Because that crap was the worst. I don't ever comb my hair all the way down. Because like I said, I got razor blades for hair. My craps are sharp. And they always, no matter what the fuck I do, they dig back into my scalp and it's on fire. To the point where I got fucking micro bleeding. So the clippers had the nerve, the gall to slide off the comb and put a big old bald spot right in the middle of my head. I should have just rocked a lot of hats that week, that 2 weeks. Instead, I was like, well, gotta shave it all off, and completely forgot, because at that point, that was like the first time I had cut my hair in like 4 or 5 years, maybe more. So I ain't think about it till it was too dang late. I shaved all my hair off, and yeah, that was the worst 2 weeks. I could not sleep. My head was on fire. I had to constantly put alcohol on my hair to keep on my head to keep it from getting infected. I have very sharp hair. I don't ever cut that crap too low because of it. But usually when I do want to cut my hair low, I use like a 4-guard. 4-guard makes it nice and low, but not too low, to the point where it's digging back into my scalp. I used to try all the tricks. I would grease my head, brush it, everything. No matter what the fuck I did, it just didn't work. My facial hair is like that too. I have coarse, pointy hair, unfortunately. I got that from my dad's side of the family. No matter what the heck I do, that crap gonna point back into my scalp and dig. Every time. Causes that micro bleeding. My head be on fire. Intolerable. Painful. And constant. Not enough grease. I remember one time I put so much fucking grease on my head it was at least a pound heavier than it started. Did not matter. Crap was still on fire, still burning, still digging back into my scalp. I'm talking vicious, sufferable, constant burning pain. That's the good thing. My hair is tough. It takes a lot to get damaged. But because of that, it is also very painful when I cut it low. Let me change her facial expression. Expression? What the heck did I just say? Speaking a whole nother language over here. My hair is tough, so that's the good thing. It's not super thick, though. That's the problem. It's tough, but it's on the thinner side, like my dad. So I can grow very long hair, but if I cut it low, man, it's on fire. That's like I was trying to cut my facial hair down low so that I could let it grow out and grow a proper full beard, because that's usually how you let it grow. The problem is my hair on my face is the same way. If I cut it too low, it stabs into my face. It curls back down and stabs my face up. Good thing is the hair on the bottom half of my face grows just fine. It's the top half. Like I got dang near a biker beard. My crap is on the bottom of my chin is nice and long. It's real long. Like you can fully grab my hair with a full hand and there'll still be some sticking out the bottom. I have a long-ish beard on the bottom half of my face. It's the upper half of my face that I have to cut low because it doesn't grow in fully. It grows fast. That's the stupid part. The crap grows fast. If I cut it, it will be back in a week. But it won't grow in fully. It's like, really? How you grow fast but not fully? What sense does that make? So if I cut it too low, it curves back into my face. Like, dang, I got tough hair, but improper. So the face on the chin, that crap grows long. It's real long. My chin hair is like a good solid 6-7 inches long. But the areas around it, I'm over here looking like a fucking singer from the 1970s. You look homeless, but not exactly. He got nice clothes on, but his facial hair is busted. I can't grow crap in fully, unfortunately. I've been cursed with the patchy beard, but long at the same time. Like, how the fuck does this make any sense? I was long and patchy. Somebody make that make sense to me, huh? I gotta shave my crap low, just not on the bottom of my. If I do that, the same issue I got with the hair on my head. Very coarse, very pointy, and will stab back into my face. So most people, they get razor bumps from shaving too low. I don't shave low, but yet I still get bumps because that's the hair poking my face. I've been doing it for years, trying to hopefully my face gets used to it, but it doesn't. Good thing is I don't retain bumps because I never actually cut it that low, so that's the good thing. I don't have a bunch of nasty razor bumps. But it's like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna have that 1970s singer patchy beard look because no matter what the fuck I do, the crap refuses to grow in fully. Been cutting that crap low for years. Still patchy. I guess unfortunately some of us just ain't meant to grow beards. I got a long beard on the chin, and that's it. I got a biker beard. Be having old white dudes look at me like, wow, never seen a black man with a beard like that. But that's also the same type of beard my dad has. But, you know, he's in his 50s now, so he was finally able to grow it in at at almost 57 years old. I'm 29. I got a lot of years to go before my crap starts fully growing in. Like, really? I'm gonna have a patchy beard up until I'm 50. Amazing. His beard was like that too. His beard been patchy since all the way up until he was about like 48. I'm like, sick. I got 21 years before my beard will be fully grown in. Amazing. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna just rock the semi-homeless look, but I'm gonna grow my hair out again so at least they'll coincide with each other properly. Because when you got short hair and a patchy beard, it don't look that great. You got long hair and a patchy beard, it's much better looking. Up until you're about a certain age. I'm still in my 20s, so I can pull it off. When you hit like 40 something though, it don't work as good. You start to look homeless. So I gotta grow my hair out beforehand. Grow my hair out before I get too old, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how you rock it too though. If you have the proper face for it, then it can work. I have more of a slim face, so it would more than likely work fairly well. Again, I'm not a very large person, so naturally I'm face. That's the look I'm going for. Long hair with the long beard ish. So I don't look as homeless. When you got like a mini fro, like how I got right now, with a patchy beard, man, I look homeless out here. But that's the process of growing your hair. Your hair will always has that ugly stage, as people call it. If I comb it out and moisturize it, it looks amazing, which I will be doing after this stream. Keep that growing process going. But it is in that ugly stage. It's not very long right now. It's like mid-length. Mid-length hair growth. Why in the world is the shadow of her undershirt being shown? That looks ridiculous. Doesn't matter too much. How people will complain about close-up pictures. Of all the characters I've ever taken pictures of, this has always been my favorite. I don't blame him. I put a lot of work into this character. Hey, like I said, somebody straight up got mad at me for not giving them the code to this character. Thanks. You know, relax, son. It's not that serious, me boy. My hair grow out and crap. While we're in this break time from school, we got about a month. I'm gonna be trying to make me some money on the side here. So I thought I would be able to find a cool little job while I'm doing schoolwork, but that was easier said than done. Putting in that much hours is something I am not used to. Alright, that's a full 10. Now we move on to some Christmas photos. That was the main purpose of this. I also just want another picture of her with this long, gorgeous hair, which I am probably going to use for Country V. Alright, let's make use of these 80 million Christmas outfits I got, because we got a lot of real nice Christmas outfits I downloaded. Christmas trees, a whole lot of crap. I went ham, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, next time I do a photography stream, I'm gonna have every dang thing. I got a lot. Head over to Victoria, Country V. Miss Dark Chocolate. Hey, get away from my Hummer, son. One of the finest trucks to ever be built right there, boy. Fucking love Hummers. I need you to stop brushing all up on my Hummer, son. Look at the purple interior. Oh. Purple lights on the interior, baby. Truck so dang wide. You gotta call the person next to you to talk to him. The sheer width of that dang truck. Alright, hold on, we gotta block the screen real quick. Where is Victoria? Actually, hold on, let me save her with this hair because we got her with all these new items. I always forget to save my game.
Where are you heading off to?
Shut your mouth. Go ahead over to the photography island. Trying to grow my hair out, make it all nice, long, and luscious. Oh, I can't save the game. I got the snow model. If I save the game like this, it will corrupt the save. She ain't got too much crazy on her. Switching over to Victoria. She ain't got too much on her, so we should be good. Get my hair all nice, long, and luscious again. Got this little mango oil that I be spraying in my hair, man. That crap smell good. That crap smell good. Be smelling, walking around smelling like mangoes and crap. Some mango grease. That's the beautiful part of doing your hair as a black person. There's not a whole lot you gotta do. Clean it, make sure it's not dirty. And then put a lot of fucking grease in it so that and it's funny too because my hair is growing fast. It's only been a week and I've already gotten a couple of inches on my hair already. Before, when I started growing it out again, I would comb it out and I would see it like at the top of my head. Now it's coming down more into my eyes when I comb it out. So it's growing pretty dang fast. I mean, granted, both my mother and my mother has very long hair, and my father has had very long hair. At one point, his hair was back down to his back before he got tired of it and cut it all off. We can grow quite a bit of hair in this family. All my sisters have had long hair. My little sister has long hair. My dad's parents, my dad's dad especially had stupid long hair, and his mom had fairly long hair at one point. And then on my mom's side, same thing. Her dad never had long hair, but her mom has long hair. Then we do got a couple of white folks sprinkled in our family, so that probably helps a tiny bit. Not a whole lot. A lot of people. That's the one thing a lot of people don't understand. Black people can grow long hair easily. You just gotta want to take care of it. But that's like anybody. There's a whole lot of white folks out here who ain't got long hair because they don't want to take care of it. My family is like fucking 80% black folks. We grow hair. I don't know why people seem to think that this is a secret thing that black people can't grow hair. We can grow hair easily. You just gotta want to take care of your hair. But, you know, that's any dang body. If you don't take care of your hair, you don't grow it. Simple as that. Now, what outfit do I want to use on Miss Victoria here? I think I'm going to go with that Freyna. I think it'll match her skin tone real well. It's got the tan looks. The little, what's names? Who made that? Who is that? Who that is? Update Steam Deck. I don't even have a Steam Deck no more. I need to get that off my computer. It's crazy, too, because all these years I heard the Steam Deck was the greatest thing ever. I bought it, and it was. It just so happened that mine's failed on me. Y'all could only imagine the disappointment that I had when that happened. I'm like, really? You know how you watch on something and you watch mad reviews to see how good something is, and everybody is talking about how amazing something is, and then when you get it, it fails? I was unfortunately the victim of that. I've bought many things over the years where people say, oh, this is an amazing product, you should buy it, it'll help you with whatever. You get it, and it does. That was the first time I'd ever bought something that people suggested me to buy, and it failed on me. Even though you watch the reviews, you see the reviews, all these different things, and people are like, oh man, this is amazing. Then you get it and it fails on you. You could imagine my disappointment. It was like, dang, it really is a good product, but mine unfortunately happened to be the one that failed. I'm trying to see who, because I want to use that outfit, but the hat gives her really straight hair, and I wanted to keep her with either the long curly hair or her afro. I think I might use it though, it looks good on her. And then save that outfit for Mexico V, because she's supposed to be, you know, the little professional model, so that's more her style. This outfit looks better on this character, fits her skin tone and all that good stuff. But at the same time, I also want to test out that super long hair too. We're going to make a custom crib though. The custom crib is going to be straight Christmas out. Everything, whole thing going to be crazy. Yeah, I need to take that off my computer though. I haven't had a Stream Deck in a long time. Most likely won't need one. You know, the little button is right there, so. If I do get one though, I'll get a big one. I had a smaller one at the time. I had the little one that just had like the 9 buttons on it. If I ever get a Stream Deck again, it would definitely be the big one that got like 30 buttons on the dang thing. I'll say, where the dang boots at? There they go. Alright, boom. Little Christmas fit. Real quick, let me change her hair. Because if I decide not to use the hat, I might not. You can very clearly tell that this is a Christmas outfit. But I wanted her to have that super long hair because that crap is fancy looking. And I always got that afro on her anyway, so obviously that wouldn't tell that this character has very long hair. You can't have an afro that big if your hair ain't long. That wouldn't even make sense, you know what I'm saying? That wouldn't even make sense. Oh, yeah, that looks great on her. Boom. But you can't see it with the Christmas hat, so we're going to take the Christmas hat off. Take the Christmas hat off, man. Literally see that as a little reindeer outfit. Or you know what? What if I put the antlers on her? Would that work? Made that outfit. I put the antlers on her. Bone Strider. Put the bear on it. The grizzly bear. I was just watching some videos on some grizzly bears. Goodness gracious. I've always known the grizzly bear was a monstrous animal. Something that you definitely should not take lightly in any way, shape, and form. But what I never paid attention to with the grizzly bear was uh his ability to run forever at such a high speed. So I always knew bears could do like 35 miles an hour. They got a lot of fucking muscle. If you're going to be that big and muscle bound, obviously running is going to be one of your best capabilities. What I didn't realize was how long they can do. They can run forever, dude. Forever. They can climb. Like, I always knew bears could climb. I just didn't know how fast they could climb. They are absurd creatures. And over the years, even though I never really knew these things, and I would see people do the argument like, who would win, a bear or gorilla? I'd be like, y'all fools dumb as fuck if you think a gorilla is touching a bear, right? But now that I truly know, how they get down, like for real, under no circumstance is a gorilla ever coming close to touching a bear. Ever, man. It's not even possible. We gotta make her a house real quick. I don't remember all the items I used to build houses. Let me turn my light on. Dark in here. Whee. I just pee. Hungry boy. I'm hungry boy. I grabbed this pizza like an hour ago and I ain't took a bite out of it yet. That's some good crap, boy. It's funny because I don't even get cheese on my pizza no more. But you'd be surprised how good cheeseless pizza is. Especially when you got the pepperonis, the onions, the bacon, sausage on the joint. Incredible. Truly. Okay. Let's make a home setup. So we're going to make the ground a matte white. And we'll put a rug over it of some sort. For Mexico V, we'll have her, I don't want to do a little snow theme again with that character. I don't need all of them to be like 100% winter themes, Christmas themes. Some of them can be just regular winter theme. You know, it's December, so various styles. Bears are absurd creatures, man. They really are. I kind of knew, but at the same time, I ain't really know. I knew they were fast. What I didn't know is how long they can run that fast. I think like 30 to 40. Oh, let me see. I don't remember. How long can a bear run? That even top human sprinters would be in serious troubles. They would be in all the trouble. I have a good reason to believe that Usain Bolt ain't run a few miles at 27 miles per hour. They can maintain this speed for a couple of miles. So they can run 30 to 35 miles per hour for miles. Like, I watched this video. This was a real bear chasing down real prey. A deer got stuck in the water trying to swim through the water. This bear was sprinting a hefty 30-ish miles per hour, maybe a little bit more. I want to say The gap between the bear and where the deer was trapped in the water easily had to be like, I don't know, a 3-4 mile sprint, maybe longer. And he maintained that speed for the entire run. Even when the deer made it out of the water and started sprinting as well, he still managed to continue for probably another mile or two, chasing this dang deer till he inevitably caught that deer. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And there's people out here running around in bear country. Boys tripping. Catch me out. Never catch me out there. I mean, realistically, you shouldn't catch anybody out there, but, you know, love to be people, right? They be doing dumb crap, and then they caught lacking. Like, oh man, how did that happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, what part that is heard able to run that fast, that long? Gorillas be scared to fight each other. How the fuck you gonna fight a bear? He was like, oh man, but gorillas are so much muscle, they can bench press a whole car. What in the world would make you think that an animal that's bigger and has more muscle can't do the same thing? Bears are huge and they're muscle bound. I mean, you have to be muscle bound to be 7, 8, 900 pounds, sometimes more, and be able to do 30 miles per hour for miles. Sprint that long for like 5 minutes straight. Come on, man, you gotta be a monster. The top sprinters do that within a small, not that speed, of course, but, you know, I'm gonna say like 25-ish, 24-ish miles per hour within a small track. A bear does more for miles. Gorillas can't run that fast. And gorillas do mostly blunt damage. They be punching. That's not gonna do nothing to an animal that has a layer of fat and a crap ton of muscle underneath. And over that layer of fat is a crap ton of fur. Where they're not gonna feel most of that. Your biggest gorilla is only your largest gorilla is the weight of your average bear. That's the biggest problem too. Your average grizzly bear is 600 to 700 pounds. Your biggest gorilla is 500 to 600. That's not the silverback. For some reason, people always say the silverback. Silverback is not the biggest gorilla, nor is it the strongest. Biggest gorilla is a highlands gorilla, something like that. Mountain gorilla. Those are the biggest. Things get to 500-600 pounds. That's a big animal. Don't get me wrong. That's a big animal, and you ain't gonna catch me trying to go toe to toe with one. But a bear, dude. What did I just do? I just grabbed the ground? Oh, I did. Oops. Or you know what? Oh, maybe we should keep the snow. I just realized. Snow and do more colors at the top of here. Oh, here. Keep the snow, man. Bears is insane, dude. Ain't no gorilla messing with it. Sorry, man. Gorilla is not beating dang bear. Not on his best days. Okay? That bear better be dang near starving. Feeble. Barely able to move. But even then, that might cause a problem because now this bear is ready to fight for his fucking life. Oh, this puts... Oh, okay. In the world builder. Christmas tree. I need the tree, baby. I ain't messing with nothing. No dang bear, man. Oh, we got the wall decorations too. Candy canes. Ornaments. Where's the tree though? I need the tree. Where's the tree? Got a problem here, folks. Where's the dang tree at? I see the decorations, but I don't see a tree. That's unfortunate. Tree. Is my guess is you put it like on walls or something. I kind of had different idea for that. All right, well I'm gonna use this Christmas tree because I do not see the other. This Christmas tree is good enough. Oh, and big. Gifts are a little tiny. So is this tree. Well, the tree's a bit taller now. And then what we're gonna do is spawn a secondary tree. You know what? Hold on, let me read. I'm out harder on my. Spawn the tree. Spawn another tree. Do is put this tree at what, like 150? With the other tree at 150 as well. And that will put two trees into each other. Take this tree because it has nothing on it and spin it. And boom. That. Way more dense now. A little bit of trickery. Holiday. Let's find some more holiday stuff though. I don't know what the heck people call their stuff. Some hanging lights then. Put some hanging lights on the roof. Bigger. A lot higher up than I realized. I don't even know how we got to animals now that I'm thinking about it. How did we start talking about bears and rabbits? Guess I just wanted to talk about the fact of how crazy bears are, huh? Not having fully realized the true craziness. I did not mean to. I have 5, I believe. The fact that people think a gorilla can be bear's insanity to no circumstance. Gorilla ready for that type of aggression. That's always the dang excuse that people come up with. Do you know how strong a gorilla is? Yes. Know how strong a bear is? Really not. Bears are otherworldly. I mean, you have to be. You're 800 pounds of mostly muscle. You can't be weak. That's not possible. Especially when you are fighting moose, which dwarves the both of those animals. A bear can fight a moose. Ain't no way in the world. A gorilla is fighting a moose. A gorilla's being put into an early grave if he tries to fight a moose. We're talking about an animal that can weigh almost as much as a bison. Has severe brute strength and titan weight. Bears be going toe to toe sometimes. And even then, most of the time, they lose. I ain't even warm this pizza up either. Pulled it out the freezer and started eating it. Still good. Rug underneath the tree. A little big, but oh. Alright. I forgot the snow is actually fairly dense. I forgot who made all the holiday stuff. Let me see. This GGMC person? I think it might be that. see. Oh. Ah, here we go. Okay. When somebody made, I know dang well I got a bunch of Christmas stuff. Um, let's do some presents, some giant presents floating in the background. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. Nobody move. Nobody get hurt. A little bit of angle or special. These gifts aren't quite as big as I thought. This is also really flat. I don't want to take too long though. I still got to finish up some Christmas gifts. I also want to take a lot of photos. Oh, we ain't really wasting no time here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't really wasting no time. I don't know how much Christmas stuff I have on Skyrim. I think a decent amount. Alright, boom. Simple setup. Let's go ahead and turn our graphics up. That look like real quick. Uses make funny. Anything to grab a neck or nothing. Alright. I also got a bunch of new poses. Oh wait, I was supposed to add the spheres. I don't know if you can make these gold though. I don't remember. I'll do white and red if I can't do gold. No gold. White and red. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna add a snowman. Wait, I don't have a snowman. I gotta need carrots. Oops. Doing it. I'm moving in the good ones. Red, actually red? Okay. Some of these colors aren't the actual colors that they say they are. I forgot which prop of them, which prop I got that's like that, but that joint ain't red. Some of the ones that say red are like a violet color. One that says orange was more like brown. I think it was these balls. The one that said lavender was definitely a hot pink. I don't think this person really knows their colors too well. Not in a disrespectful way, but possibly might be a little colorblind, maybe. Because some of these colors is not what they say. Alright, boom. And there goes the fit. Hairstyle on her looks absolutely fantastic. Now we gotta darken the scene up a little. She's looking way lighter than she actually is. Build on, of course. Okay, darken this up. I'm gonna use a filter for this one to get a more of a look that we might be going for here. Give it more of that classic, yeah, that classic Christmas kind of effect. Plus it highlights that dark skin tone of hers. Gonna go with a professional light set, or no, should I do a professional light setup? I'll lighten up the background pretty better. You see the Christmas lights and everything. Oh, it looks just fine. Lights up a bit. Like that. This side, and then mid ground here. Wide, make it right. Right there in the middle. And now we need a little bit of background lighting. So hide these. Background. That wood back there. Right, not too. That in the corner there. Her. That corner here. Brighter. So we can have a little bit more background. Make it cleaner. Yeah, see. Now we have our main character here. That's why I always love doing my photos over here on this little photography island. This is one of the best accidental things I ever found. I was on YouTube and somebody said how to get to I saw a video that said how to get to a flat island with nothing on it. Like, a flat island with nothing on it? Immediately, I'm like, that could be really good for my photos. I honestly, I didn't even think about anything else. I was like, that would be perfect for my photos. A holding island for my where there's nothing on it and it's flat. And I mean, I'll have very minimal lag, and I'll have all the room to build whatever I want and whatever I need to build, or light a little brighter. And when I watched the video, it was this island. I'm like, I need to do it immediately. But now, you know what I mean? Some of you probably wondering, well, shoot, how do I get to it? You ain't even got to do all that extra stuff that I had to do. Phone had it. You ain't even got to do all that extra stuff that I did. Albion. This is a dang, what's that game? First Ascendant outfit? Every time I see Albion, I know it's First Ascendant. I ain't been on First Ascendant ever. But, you ain't even got to do all that. You just head over to Nexus, type in a Designer Island, I think I called it. Find the island for yourself. You can download it by yours truly. That way you ain't got to do no extra stuff. And while you at it, make sure you hit it with that what's it called? That call it on Nexus. Favorite somebody's stuff, I forgot. That favorite button, you know. Like, I need this. This will be perfect for doing photos. And I was right, because it has minimal lag. All that good stuff. Can't clean the sensor on my mouse. Last time I cleaned the sensor. Always cleaning the outside, but I never cleaned the sensor like it. Mouse be doing its own thing sometimes. Alright, let's see what that looks like real quick. Looks good, but we need to darken it a little bit. Color is a little washed. About 40. Color is a little washed out. Much better. Look at that, 99. I'm trying not to be too loud so y'all don't hear me chewing and crap. Hungry though. I ate breakfast and that was it. Kind of forgot to eat lunch. Kind of forgot to eat lunch. Something disappeared. The shadows when the ball is disappearing? Why the heck is that happening? I need to make a dang playlist for background music. I was supposed to do that a long time ago for rare moments like this where it's been a long, I ain't ate in a minute and I need to eat. Try not to be too loud, but y'all also don't get any dang audio. There's no audio in photo mode. At least get some background. I'm hungry, baby. I'm hungry, baby. This pizza is absolutely delightful. It's the crazy thing. My pizza don't even got cheese on it because I can't eat cheese, but it's still fucking. It honestly doesn't even taste that much different. Of course, you miss the sharp taste of the cheese, but still dang good. I got pepperonis, onions, meatballs with bacon on it. Or not meatball, sausage. So that crap's still tasty. Still delightful. And I still have not taken that dang thing off her hand in them stupid star nails. Keep forgetting. I mean, granted, it's been a little while since I've been on Cyberpunk school and all that. But now that I'm on, I'm going to remember to do. She country, but she ain't that country. She Kentucky and all that, but you know, repping the American flag as a black person is always fairly hard to do. Fairly hard to do. But I did that for the 4th of July joint. I forgot to take it off. Shoot, all three of my characters. Indiana V, Texas V, and Kentucky V. Yeah. The Louisiana V is supposed to be from Baton Rouge, though. I don't know if they do all that down there. I don't think so. So you got two types of country. You got country, like, quite literally, and then you have country like, yeehaw, y'all. Country. You know what I'm saying? A lot of country black folks don't really do that. And depending on where you're from, like Louisiana V, a white character would be from Baton Rouge, a predominantly black area. That wouldn't really be in your repertoire to rock stuff like that. You're typically going to be like how you grow up, who you grew up around. But I don't even think you would see that on that character. But I could be wrong. I ain't. Most southern I am is the fact that I lived in Buffalo, New York for a little bit, which by technical is kind of southern. Or not southern, but it's country. Very country part of New York. Which is funny because I never realized that. Whenever I tell people I ain't never lived in the country in my life, that's actually not true. I've realized that I have lived in the country. Good old Buffalo, New York. Buffalo, New York is country as fuck compared to Bronx, Brooklyn, and all other spots in New York. The boroughs. Although a lot of the country slang that I have is actually because of a dang game. It's not even because real life. Oh goodness, it's a good thing she got them dang under. See, this is why you got to do protection. It's been a while though. I forgot about some of these dang poses, dude. But yeah, a lot of the dang country slang that I have isn't even because of where I may have grown up or anything. It's because of dang Mafia 3. That game is long, and back in the day when I had a playthrough channel, I was playing the game for 38 hours, not 38 hours straight, but the game itself was 38 hours, and it was the only thing I was playing. So I'm sitting here listening to Louisiana accents for 38 hours straight. That crap corrupted my mind, man. I be saying 10. I ain't never said 10 in my life. I say 10. But when I'm like actively talking, I say 10. I say 9. That's not how I talk normally, though. It's not how I talk normally at all. That is some very country stuff, but it's because of Mafia. Hearing Louisiana accents for fucking 38 hours straight. They had me talking like that for the longest. Even to this day, where people straight up think I'm country. 95% of my life, and I lived on the West Coast, I call people busters. That's how West Coast I actually am. I legitimately use buster as an insult. I'm a straight West Coast dude, but because of that dang game, because of fucking Mafia 3, I say and use a lot. A lot of words I say have that country sound to it. I'm not country. Not very much, at least. I mean, yeah, like, yeah, Buffalo is more country, but it ain't. It ain't Louisiana country. It ain't Atlanta country. It's not, Kentucky country. Texas. It's country in comparison to the boroughs and the rest of New York. But not country like hee-haw y'all country. It's like kind of country. It's country for New York country. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. It's country for New York. It's not country as like literal. Like this character, she's supposed to be from Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky. That's country. You know what I'm saying? My other character's supposed to be from Houston, Texas. That's country. Baton Rouge in Louisiana. That's country. Like, see how I just said that? Why did I just say that like that? I said that's country. That's not how I talk. Fucking Mafia, man. Mafia got my brain in a twist. I haven't let go of it. Fucking Mafia, man. It's funny because the storyline of that game wasn't the greatest. But the gameplay wasn't the greatest, but the story, it was actually teaching you stuff. I see they had some plans to teach you some stuff as well as attempt to make the game good. They didn't do a good job at making it good, but they tried. Yes, I hated that game. That was one of that crap stunk. Yikes! This game fucking sucks. It was so bad that a lot of the subscribers over there wasn't even watching it. And when I did a voting poll and said, y'all want to skip past Mafia 3, people voted yes. That's how bad it was. It was not good. And it's funny too, because back in the day, I think I told this story before, but just in case, you know what I'm saying. Back in the day, when Mafia 3 had first came out, me and one of my homeboys at the time, we were dissing people. Everybody in their mind was talking about Mafia 3 sucks, it's trash. And we was like, man, how the fuck could Mafia 3 be trash when Mafia 2 is as good as it is? We was like, oh man, people stay complaining just to complain, as per usual. We was dissing people, y'all. We was like, crybabies always complaining. That's all they ever do. That's all they're ever good at is complaining. Fast forward a couple years later. 2021. When I finally played Mafia 3. So what is that, like 5 years later? Man, that game sucks. You're doing the same. Number one, it's barely about Mafia. They really should have called it Soldier Boy or something. Because you're really, I'm sure none of you are going to play the game, so I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it. If you do plan on playing it, you might want to mute. You're really just running around as some big military fool, okay? Who gets called the N-word throughout the entire game. But the plot line is, they keep calling me the N-word, but I'm Dominican. Just like that video. I don't know if y'all ever seen that meme with the dude. He's like, no, I'm Dominican. I'm not black. I'm Dominican. It's like that. Right? So you're just hearing the N-word 90% of the time, right? Then the missions, you're barely still doing anything Mafia. Then you get betrayed by a dude who's in the Mafia, him and his son. And then you, Lincoln Clay, are now going on a tirade about how you got betrayed, and now you're just recruiting people. But none of these people are Mafia, except for Vito, who at that point in the game, if I'm remembering correctly, it's been some years, if I'm remembering correctly, he's not even Mafia. He used to be Mafia, but he's not even Mafia like that no more. Not that much, at least. So then you meet some old dude. He's Mafia, and he's the one who wants you to go save Vito, but you don't actually do that much with him, the actual Mafia guy. Then you recruit the lady, the Haitian lady. I forgot her name. She's not Mafia. She's just I mean, she's in the gang. She's in a gang, but they're not a mafia gang. Then you skip past her part because there's a whole lot of non-mafia stuff. You're not. Matter of fact, she's a criminal. You're kind of taking her in against her will, kind of, sort of, and giving her a slight deal, or she dies. Essentially, now that I'm remembering. So it's either, hey, lady, you take this deal or die. So she takes the deal, of course, because she doesn't want to die. Then you go meet some Irish dude who's also not mafia. He's in an Irish gang. He kind of runs a brewery gang type of thing. You know, generic Irish drinker, alcohol type stuff. But he's not mafia either. You help him by stopping a mafia. His car was nice, though. I will give it that. Then when you get to his part, you're helping him stop a mafia, but it's still not mafia. You're still not mafia. It's still just big soldier man on a revenge rampage. So then you get the Irish dude, you got Vito, and you got the Haitian lady, right? And now you guys are doing work, but it's not mafia work. You're still on the revenge tirade. The whole story is a big soldier got shot, all his people got killed. Now you're on a revenge to destroy a mafia, but you're not mafia. And then the actual in-between missions, quite literally, y'all, is the same dang mission for 38 hours. This is why I was losing my dang mind and adapted a fucking Louisiana accent. Because for 38 hours, you're doing the same mission over and over and over. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't pick up a Haitian accent or an Irish accent or an Italian accent with the amount of missions that you have to do over and over again for those three. And don't get anything wrong, because then they'll get angry at you and they'll be like, I don't want to work with you anymore. I'm out of here. What happened to the part where if you don't work for me, I'll kill you? What happened to that? Oh, wait, those missions are the same too. You just do the same thing until you end up killing the Irish dude, the Haitian lady, or Vito. That's it. That is the entire game. Take land, race a car, kill somebody. Take land, race a car, kill somebody. Take land, race a car, kill somebody. For 38 hours. Then, when you finally do get a mission that's not the same, it's more military stuff. You're barely ever actually doing anything related to mafioso activity. Now, I get it. The point was, he's black. No mafia is going to take a black man. I feel that. So why choose a black man in the first place for a mafia game if the game is centered around mafia? With Mafia 1, without spoiling anything, Tommy, he joins a mafia. He's an Italian man. Or Sicilian, I think. One of the two. Vito in Mafia 2, he's Italian. Why did you choose a Dominican black man for the next mafia if you know dang well no mafia is gonna pick up a black person? And if they do, that fool probably gonna die somewhere down the dang line once they feel that his use has run out. Now, one might be saying, well, wasn't that the part where Lincoln got shot? Yes, but that's not mafia. It was never mafia. If that was the case, that game should have been 2 hours long. That should have been it. That should have been the end of the game. Because that was the only part where he was actually mafia. Was where he was doing work for the mafia as a black man in the 70s. Pretty stupid. Or at that point, 65. Pretty dang stupid, Lincoln. Keep it 100 with you. You know, dang well, if you got Negro blood in you, you shouldn't be working with no dang Italians, no dang Sicilians, no dang body. Okay? Number one, you shouldn't be doing criminal activity any dang ways. So it's like the game doesn't make sense. Why choose a black character, man, soldier guy to go on a Dominican tirade for no fucking reason? It should have just been mafia in that. Everybody was expecting Mafia, not Soldier Boy. You know what I'm saying? And even then, they still did it whack. That's like let's go back to Saints Row. You had a lot of people who hated the route that Saints Row 3 went on. But at least with Saints Row 3, you still had all the original voice actors, that amazing voice acting that they had. And even though the story was all out of place, hookers everywhere and all kinds of craziness, at least the voice acting was still superb. The voice acting was superb. The storyline, though it was a little all over the place and heavily overly sexualized, it was still a dang good and fun game. Saints Row 4 got weirder, but you still had all the original voice actors, plus some other cool voice actors, you know, like Keith David and whatnot. You know, a lot of people love his movie, his characters and whatnot. I don't watch movies, so I didn't know a whole lot about him, but I know him. So I knew what I was hearing. I'm like, oh shoot, they got what's his name in here? You know what I'm saying? And though the storyline was a little weird with all the aliens in the cyber psycho world minus the cyber psycho, it was still Saints Row. You could still feel that Saints Row spirit, and it was a dang fun game. Saints Row 4 is one of my favorite. But then when they dropped Saints Row Reboot, it's like, what the fuck is this? This ain't Saints Row. This is, we're playing a character who's a whiny fucking child who doesn't know how to get their dang life together at 20-something years old. That's what that was. I hate rich people. I hate CEOs. I hate this. No more rich. Let's start a gang. But Saints never existed? Like, they don't know nothing about Johnny Gat. They don't know nothing about the boss. Sean D. Pierce. Nobody? None of them exist anymore? What kind of turn is this? They could have made it like real life. They could have been like, yo, we should start, because Saints Row Reboot was set on the West Coast, as where all the other Saints Rows were set on the East Coast. It could have been perfect, because it could have been like real life. Crips started on the West. They ended up moving everywhere fucking else. Same with Bloods and all these other gangs. There's gangs that started on the East, and now they're on the West. Same old, same old. They could have did it that way. There's no Saints on the West Coast. Let's start the Saints over here. They could have kept it gangster. They decided to make our character a bunch of fucking whiny adult children, which made no sense. No sense. These pictures look absolutely amazing. That's a full 10. Now we move on to Mexico V. You know what I'm saying? They could have did it that way, but they didn't. They killed the fucking crap out of that game, which inevitably killed their company. Because Volition don't even exist any dang more. I thought the new Saints Row was fun. I'll give it that. It was the usual Saints Row causing havoc, and the characters looked great. The quality was great. It was a good looking game. That story and the voice acting, holy crap, it's like, where the fuck you find these people? Who wrote this story? What 50-year-old white dude who thought he knew how to use slang wrote this? You know what I mean? No disrespect to the white folks out there, but, you know, a lot of y'all at a certain age don't know a dang lick about slang. And when you try to use it, it sounds ridiculous. And there was a whole lot of that during that game. It's like, what happened? Why did we leave the gangster route for this angry adult children route? What happened, man? Gotta hide the screen real quick. Hide the screen. We got about to switch to Mexico V. It's funny I always say Mexico V. I could just say V because her name is supposed to be V. V-E-E. And it's like, you know, y'all could have had an amazing game because graphics-wise, all that, the characters didn't quite look as good as they did in Saints Row 3, especially Saints Row 3 Reboot. Saints Row 3, what the heck was it called? What the heck was the Saints Row 3 re-release joint called? It had a specific name, but I forgot. Though the characters didn't look as good as that, they were still amazing looking characters, and their textures and everything else was better. Their facial textures, eyebrows, all that. They did a good job on the look of the game. Oh, remastered, duh. Saints Row the 3rd remastered. They did a dang good job on that. I'll give them love on that. That aspect of the game, they held it down. up until you actually start playing the game, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, in the intro part, you thought it was going to be normal. At least I did. I thought it was going to be normal because they had the dude with the briefcase walking up, and then they had Big Man and the little dude talking to each other, and it seemed like it was going to be another Saints Row game. Characters is a bunch of trash talkers and murderers. So I was expecting, I'm like, oh, okay, we got another Saints Row in our hands for sure. But then they had the 10 tons of customization. I'm like, oh, yeah, here we go. Until you actually begin to hear your character talk. It's like, what Saints Row is this? Now, the biggest thing that had me worried is at first, when they first showed all the Saints Row trailers, I'm like, oh, this game gonna be popping. It's about time we got another Saints Row. But then I heard the part where they said nothing from the old Saints Rows will be there. When I heard that, I was like, ooh. Uh-oh. Why not? What? How's this storyline gonna make any sense? But then I wasn't too scared because I'm like, maybe they just want to think of something new, right? I was like, maybe they just want to kind of fit in some new stuff. Until the game actually started, and you realize this is not Saints Row. This is, like I said, we're playing adult children who are mad about everything. I don't like rich people. I don't like CEOs. I don't like this. I don't like that. Hey guys, let's make a gang. It's like, what? There's no correlation in that. I promise you. Anybody who's sitting around whining on Twitter and talking about how they hate the rich and CEOs, they not making no gang. That is not happening. That is not how it go down. That is not how it works. Them fools ain't doing none of that. That reminds me of a couple of my family members who, one moment they were completely innocent people, living in the suburbs their whole life. Next time you see them, all of a sudden, they're Bloods. It's like, what? When the fuck did that happen? I'm definitely not speaking from experience. Crap is corny. It's like, what happened? Where did this part of the storyline come from? How did this happen? Like, what? Why are our characters constantly whining? I don't get it. And well, they learned a powerful lesson, didn't they? Because volition don't exist anymore now, does it? They should have known better too. But that was during the era when everyone was trying to pander to this whatever the fuck people was crying about those times around, the as they like to call it, the woke, which was not the woke stuff at all. That too. Our characters were they were contradictions. How are you a psychopathic murderer but also a pushover at the same time? That doesn't make sense. How do you happily run around killing people for sport and for fun, which they say multiple times throughout the entire game, but you're also a pushover? Somebody, please explain that to me. Like you just said in the original game, if somebody says something to the boss in Saints Row 1, when he started getting that status, Saints Row 2, Saints Row 3 and 4, the boss always had pushback. And all 4 of those games, they had pushback. It was like, anything that was said against them, they was like, huh? You want to run that by me one more time? And in the Saints Row reboot, your character was a psychopathic murdering pushover. It's like, that doesn't correlate. You don't sit here murdering hundreds of people, but as soon as somebody says something, you kind of fold to what they say. How does that make sense? Now, somebody could be like, oh, maybe they only like to kill bad people. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if your daily life is murdering people, it will come to a point where anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like that on the norm. Non-murderers is still on that anybody can get it. Murderers is on that anybody can get it because that's just simply how it works. You're not going to be a murderer but then scared of somebody at the same time. Like, huh? That's like Trevor in GTA. That man's supposed to be a fucking psycho, and he acts like that through the entire game because that's realistic. How you a murderer and a pushover at the same time? Huh? Somebody make that make sense. You can't, because it don't. That don't make any sense. I think I'm gonna change her hairstyle for this. This is a very 1950s looking Christmas dress, so we're gonna have her in that 1950s Latina style, that real pinup style. You know what I mean? That crap don't make no sense. And that game, like I said, me personally, I thought it was a fun game. It was very chaotic, like any Saints Row ever was. I played Saints Row 1, I played 2, I played 3, I played 4, I played Get Out of Hell. I played every Saints Row, except for that weird one they had with the, what was it, like the superheroes? The Saints Row universe or some crap like that? I didn't play that. That looked really stupid. But I played every single other Saints Row. And in each and every Saints Row, your character was a boss. They didn't take nothing from nobody. They was on that real thug activity. They not taking nothing from nobody. They not hearing nothing anybody was saying. And that is what the leader of an organization, a criminal organization, that's how they would be. Could you imagine? Right? Let's say you were in the world of that criminal activity. You meet the boss of a gang that you might be possibly joining. And any little thing you say to him, he kind of jumps or is a little fearful of it. You would be confused. You would start to second guess. You would be like, do I want to join these people? Do I really, like, do I want to be a part of this? You wouldn't know what to think. You wouldn't, like, you'd be thoroughly lost. Like, this is the leader? And that's exactly what it was. It was some power of friendship type crap. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. I mean, it might be like a couple, like if it is on some friend stuff in real life, it's because these are friends who are doing crimes together, and they've been doing it for so long that they believe that they can build something around it. That has happened many of times. That's how the Latin Kings was formed. It was a group of 4 Latino dudes in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. They had something real deal going on, and they knew that they could create it and make something big out of it. That's exactly what they did, and it worked. Even when one of them went to prison, they were still able to pull it off, gather a crap ton of members. That makes sense. Having a bunch of fucking whiny adult children who, I hate the rich, I hate CEOs, I hate this. Oh man, friendship, guys. Oh man. That's dumb as fuck. That doesn't even make sense, because that is not realistic, not even by the slightest. That has never happened. That has never happened. Let me put this other slide up real quick. I'm not going to do all this. Wonder did my package ever come through yet? Under no circumstance has anyone ever made a gang on the power of friendship with love and the hate for CEOs and Twitter attitudes. We ain't never seen that, and we never will, because that is not how it works. But yeah, we definitely gonna do some pictures right. Talking about some, brother. Why the heck she ain't got no gun? This is my heavy weapons character. Where's her weapons at? I can't even swing. We're gonna do it this way, facing all that beautiful wind out there. Gonna spawn a little Christmas tree, like a pinup style, something kind of simple for her. So the only thing I could give that game, in my personal opinion, was the fact that it had the usual Saints Row chaos. It was genuinely fun to run around and destroy stuff. Story-wise, awful. Awful, awful, awful. Graphics were incredible. Characters looked pretty dang good. All that extra stuff. But if you were on that game for a story, yikes. Yikes. It wasn't it. You hopped on Saints Row hoping for a great story. You aren't gonna get it. Neither voice acting either. The only love I can give a little bit to one of those voice actors was whoever the voice actor was that I used on my Dominican character. She was okay. The rest of them stunk. It was so dang bad, I only was using like 2 voices. Whatever the voice was that I used for my Mexican character, and whatever the voice was that I used for my Dominican character. All the characters shared the same voice. If the character was melanated, they used the voice I used on my Dominican character. That was for my Jamaican character too. And the voice I used on my Mexican character, since she was more of a pale Mexican, I needed a voice that fitted her a little better, and the white lady that I had made at the time. Those were the only 2 voices. The rest of those voices, I mean, those 2 voices weren't that good. Whoever the black lady was, whoever the black voice actress was, she was okay. She was by no means any of the characters from Saints Row 1, 2, 3, or 4. But she was okay. She was tolerable. Matter of fact, that's the best way I can put it. She was tolerable. The other voices, like, where you all find these hooey-dooey voice actors? These people are not good. Now, I'm not saying I could have done better, because obviously I'm not a voice actor. But, I don't know. They weren't great. Okay, this spot is cool, but honestly, I'd rather build my own background. Yeah, no, I'd rather build my own background again. Background I did for Kentucky V was really good. I kind of want to do something similar to that. It was not good. Not good. Like, what were y'all thinking? Well, like I said, that was around that time when people were trying to pander to everyone and no one at the same time. They were trying to pander to all the Twitter fingers folks, not realizing that none of those folks who are complaining on Twitter, oh, there's no representation for us. None of those people actually play games. They just complaining just to complain. At the same time, they're not complaining about a dang thing. That's the crazy part. They don't even play games. For people like me who actually play games, I'm sorry. Y'all know me. I said it a million times. Y'all can see it in any one of my videos, thumbnails. I'm not going to play no busted character. I'm not even going to play a busted male character. I'm not into dudes. But even my dude characters can't be ugly. Simple as that. Why would I play a busted character? Make that make sense. Since I majority play lady characters, my lady characters, I'm sorry, they gotta be pretty as fuck. Simple as that. Can't be no other way. Can't be no other way. I'm gonna lie to you. Not a single one of my Saints Row characters was ever busted. Not a single one of my Skyrim characters, Cyberpunk, Warcraft, any dang game I'm playing. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Play no busted character. I made one busted character back in the day on GTA. He was a redhead character. I made him look as absurd as I possibly could. He looked like a GTA version of Waluigi with viciously bad skin. You know, that character lasted one day. I could not stand looking at that character. He lasted one day before I was like, alright, this character looks stupid. And I did. Deleted him pretty quickly. Didn't take long. Took a day for me to get annoyed by him. So when you're making a bunch of goofy looking characters and you got the Twitter finger characters like Saints Row Reboot, that crap falls off quickly. For a lot of people. Now granted, like I said, for me the game was actually fun in terms of destruction and it had great looking characters and it was decent for photography because of its great graphics. But in the long run, I don't even have it downloaded to my computer anymore. It hasn't been on my computer in a very long time, actually. Now, when I did have it downloaded, oh, like I said, it was good fun. Good, genuine fun. Now that I don't, kind of gone, so. Ah, shoot, that big piece of crap is coming. I need a good leather couch. I don't know any, though. You know what I'm saying? They should have known better than that. Well, they know better now. Fucking Coalition don't even exist any dang more. Or they learned their lesson then. Although, Fortunately, that lesson was in the dismantling of their entire company. Oh. Which is unfortunate because Saints Row was always one of my favorite gaming series. I dang near honestly I liked oh shoot, I forgot to hide the screen. Seconds later. I liked most Saints Rows. I preferred more than GTA's. Like when I was doing all those playthroughs back then, I'm gonna say the only reason GTA got past Saints Row is because they had more money. Saints Row is objectively, till reboot, is objectively a better game. More fun, better storylines, and all that up until 5 and reboot. If it wasn't for that, Saints Row should have been way ahead. Dang, this sparkling water ain't so sparkling anymore. It's water with a hint of tropical fruit. It's not so sparkly anymore, this water. Little flat. I don't even know if a little is the proper term. I want to add more trees to the background, but I don't know if I can do it. I don't know how far out I can actually go with this winter model. Half the land, I'm pretty sure, is invisible. You can see it, but if you try to step on it, she will fall straight into the ocean. No way back up. Wrap this around this way. Oh, I got the lights a little too close. Ooh, I said a little too close, and then I made it closer on that. Oh, 10-10 is making her a little pale. She's a darker toned Mexican lady, and she is looking very pale right now. We're going to tan these lights up a bit. It was very unfortunate that that game had to die in that way. But, you know, what happens when you make some hooey-dooey crap? What happens when you make a hooey-dooey game and expect people to force it upon people and think they're going to love it? And when they don't, you're scrambling to fix it up. But unfortunately, all them DLCs they was releasing, it's funny too, because you could very clearly tell they were trying their best to get Saints Row back in action. The amount of fucking, I'm not even lying. If you never played Saints Row Reboot because of how bad people said it was, I don't blame you. But if you didn't play it, I'm gonna tell you here now, the amount of half-naked clothing they would add in those DLCs, hoping to pull people back in, was insanity. I mean, bikini thongs in almost every single fucking one of them. I'm like, I see what y'all trying to do, but unfortunately, as pretty as you can make these characters, you're gonna need a lot more than that. It's like First Descendant. First Descendant made all these little Barbie doll looking characters, all pretty and crap, and pearly little skins with their half naked clothes and their little bitties out and their little booty and all that. That's dumb. Alright, let's keep it 100 here. That's some bullcrap. If you think that's all it takes to get people to play a crappy game, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, you're gonna need a lot more than some little Barbie doll characters to get people to play this game. You know what I mean? The main reason I still play Cyberpunk is because it's an incredible game. Can you make a bunch of pretty characters? Yeah, sure. Look at the character we on now. She's real pretty. Made this character a long time ago. She looks great. Real great looking Latina lady, but that's not why I still play this game. This character is not the reason I still play this game. I still play Cyberpunk because it is genuinely one of the greatest games ever made. Storyline, the voice acting, the gameplay, the graphics, the characters, everything, the cars, the handling. I'm typically not into futuristic, modern cars. But I freaking love the futuristic, modern cars here in Cyberpunk because they did a dang good job designing them. That's the thing. First Descendant is a grind fest with a bunch of Barbie characters. I'm not playing that bullcrap. Like I said, you're gonna need a lot more than a bunch of little Barbie characters to get me to play a game. Okay? I don't care if you give an outfit where they practically wearing next to nothing. You're gonna need a lot more than that to get me to play that grind fest of a game. That was the problem with Saints Row Reboot. They thought that if they make a couple of half-naked outfits for your character, that maybe people will come flocking. No. Because the game itself still isn't that great. Why do I still play Warcraft after 20 years, nearly 21 years? Well, I mean, it's still a dang good game. It's still a good game. I still have a reason to get on the game. I was just on there earlier before I hopped over here. You know what I mean? The game has its purposes. That still makes it great. Gotta fly up a little bit. At protection mode here. You know what I'm saying? The game still got a lot that makes me want to play it. You know what I'm saying? Even now and then, I still find myself getting on GTA. You ain't gonna catch me paying for no shark cards. And it would be nice to hurry up and move to GTA 6 already. But even then, I still find myself getting on every now and then. Yeah, most of the time it's to do photos. But I'm still playing. Like I said, I don't even have Saints Row Reboot downloaded. Do the characters look great? Yeah, sure. Do the graphics look great? Yeah, sure. But not really on the level of Cyberpunk or Skyrim. So, I have no real need for it. I think I made the lights a little too yellow. She looking a little jaundicey. Look like she's suffering from a bit of jaundice. I might go with the Christmas effect anyway. You know what I'm saying? They messed up. Simple as that. They messed up real bad, and they hoped that people would get back to it. Problem is, there was too many people like myself who were brutally honest. Back in the day, some of y'all might remember, I was uploading a lot of Saints Row videos. Or whenever they would upload new DLCs and all that, I was there making those videos. And those videos would do really well. A lot of the time, too. And every time, I'm keeping it 100 with you, I was brutally honest. Some of them DLCs was not that great. So, I'll keep it 100 with my peoples and let them know, DLCs not that great. Don't get on and waste your time. I'm going to get on here and I'm going to play it for you. I would show people it, and they would see the DLCs, and they were like, yeah, this seems kind of boring. I'm like, that's because it is. It's not that fun. I'm bored out of my mind. See? That was just the genuine truth. They thought just maybe, we give them a little bit more skimpy clothing, they'll be back on the game. Oh. First Ascendant got mad skimpy clothing. They got a bunch of little pretty characters. That means nothing. That means nothing. If the game has no base, if the game is no fun, if the game is an absolute grind fest. Holy crap, y'all. If you ain't never played First Ascendant, man, like that old song from Hit Boy. I've been grinding my whole life. That's what you're going to be doing playing that game. You're going to be grinding your whole life. You're going to look up, be 60 years old, and still ain't got that piece of gear or that character you were trying to get. Only way you could get me back on that game is if you give me a good mod menu. And even then, I still might not be on it like that because I don't really play games quite like that. Darken it up. Color. A lot of times when I do get on games is to do exactly what I'm doing right now, and that's to take pictures of my characters, maybe some lovely scenery, whatever it may be, whatever I feel like getting on there doing. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That game, grind fest, boy. I'm taking pictures. I did not fix the background lighting. I just realized what the heck I'm looking at. Background lighting looks stupid. I gotta fix that. Hold on, I'm messing up. I'm like, this work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, we need more substance. Can't throw some half-naked little pretty characters at people and think that that's all it's gonna take to get back on your... Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I didn't continue to play Cyberpunk because the characters look good. I continued to play Cyberpunk because the story was incredible. And it was worth playing. Still is. After all this time, it's still a game worth playing. Like, if you just actually wanted to sit back and play Cyberpunk, you can. Because it is incredible. The story is incredible. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of characters to build. And they more than likely gonna come out with more DLCs. You gonna need more than a bunch of little pretty white and Asian characters to get me to play a game. Okay? That's all there is. They ain't got no chocolate in that game. They got one black dude, but, you know, I'm not big on playing male characters. You're gonna need more than a little bunch of doll face characters. Okay, get me back on a Pooh game. Actually, I can't even say First Ascendant is Pooh. It's just too dang grindy. I'm not about to be sitting here grinding 8 hours a day on a video game. I ain't got that much money in my pockets in real life. Sitting here trying to make a video game character rich when I'm not. Maybe in the past when I was a youngster. Problem is I ain't been a child in a long time. It's been a long time since I've been a kid. I ain't been a kid since I was 17. Once you hit 18, you're considered an adult. Okay? Now, at the time, I should have took stuff more serious sooner. But you know, better late than never, they say. I agree with that. Because at least I'm doing stuff now. Right? Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, many times, multiple times. First Ascendant characters were great looking characters. But the game, boy. Yeah, exactly. I refuse to be sitting there grinding my fucking life away on a game. I ain't got no cash flow. And then, like I said, if I am gonna hop on a game, I'd rather be doing my little photography stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be doing that than to be sitting there putting 8 hours to unlock a character just because she got an outfit that has her little booty hanging out. That's cool and all, but I don't care enough. At all. You feel what I'm saying? Not even by the slightest. And I could never care enough. I just could never care enough to put that many hours on a character just because they're wearing an outfit that has them wearing less than normal. Which is crazy because we're talking about First Ascendant, so that's not less than normal. That's actually pretty dang normal. Which makes it, you know, nothing special. Yeah, I don't like to play busted characters, but I'm also not willing to spend 8 hours grinding for a character either. Especially when if I had the option to customize my own character, I'm 100% sure I could make better looking characters than what they made. I mean, don't get me wrong, their characters look great, but, you know, their game is very typical of what you expect from those type of games. Are the lights connected to her? Is disconnect, man. A lot of white characters, a lot of Asian characters, and that's it. I mean, personally, I don't have no problem with that. Obviously, I have mad Asian characters, I have mad white characters. Most of my characters is black, of course, but I got a lot of other characters too. I got a lot of Latina characters, so on and so forth. But that's all they got. That's it. A lot of blondes, which if I'm keeping it 100, when it comes to the little vanilla things, I'm more of a redhead or black haired kind of guy. Okay. When it comes to little vanilla ladies, I prefer redheads, raven heads. You can't see this fucking Christmas tree. I just realized that. That's what I prefer. They don't have much of that at all in the game. Biggest issue is I'm not going to spend that many hours of my life to grind for a bunch of pixels. Okay, let's be honest here. These are pixels. These are pixels you're putting all these hours in for. I have better, more important things I need to get done with my life. Sitting here on a grind for some pixels. Feel what I'm saying? Pixels, some half-naked pixels. You feel me? Why is the top still so down? Oh, there we go. Where's the ornaments? The ornaments ain't lighting up. Where is it? I ain't about to grind a game for 8 hours a day for some little pixel ladies. Okay? And them characters don't even look as good as any character that I could create. Don't get me wrong, they did a pretty good job on them characters. I'm not gonna say none of them characters is ugly. It's just not what I'm willing to grind 8 hours for. I don't even grind that long on Warcraft no more. The game I still mainly play, let alone First Descendant. Ooh, the grinds in them games. Vicious! Grinds in them games is crazy. You gotta be a special type of fool to want to grind in them games. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Got to be a special kind of fool to be trying to get them grinds done. She ain't smiling once. I'm messing up. It's supposed to be happy, jolly Christmas photos and not a smile to be seen on her dang face. Hold on, we gotta go back. I'm messing up. What was the first picture pose? One where she was sitting on the ground? She ain't cracked a smile. I ain't made her crack a smile this whole dang photo set. I'm messing up. Look mad as fuck. It's supposed to be a happy, jolly Christmas set, man. Little Christmas dress on. Middle of the snow. Freezing. Temperatures for sure. What's another game that had vicious grinds and I just was not willing? I mean, shoot, GTA. That's why I don't really play GTA like that no more. I do it's offline. Offline, I can kind of do whatever I want. But GTA is like that. We used to spend, me and my old crew used to spend hours grinding money. Now, granted, I can give myself one excuse. I was a teenager when GTA dropped. I was 17. Right, that's the best excuse I can give myself. No, I was 16 because my birthday hadn't came through yet. Then I was 17. I was a teenager, so I'll give myself that. I school work and come home and play video games all dang day. If I was a youngster, I'll give myself that little bit of leeway. Could I still have used the time better? Sure. But, you know, that's easier said now than when you're a teenager just thinking about playing video games and having fun. She still wasn't smiling. The whole point of going back was to make her smile, and I didn't do that. I just realized. I don't even know what poses that was. No. Yeah, it was me, one of my homeboys, one of my homegirls, and my dad. At first, it was me, my dad, and my homeboy. We used to play Black Ops all the dang time. Well, me and my homeboy, we used to play Black Ops all the dang time. Then we finally convinced him to get on GTA when it had dropped. He was like, yeah, I'll get on, I'll try it out. Well, he did. And we made a crew. Not right away, but somewhere down the line. And we just grinded money. Non-dang stop. He was like 13, 14. I was 16. So, you know, we were kids. We was gonna grind like crazy on these dang video games. I mean, obviously, it's a game. Kids. So, that makes sense. But now, as an adult, as a 29-year-old man, I am not grinding on no game for digital rewards for 8 hours. I need physical rewards. Okay? I need more money. And sitting here grinding for 8 hours on a game, I just can't do it no more. It wouldn't even make sense for me to do it right now. When I don't have the funds that I want. Feel me? And now you think I'm gonna do it just because you got a bunch of little pretty characters with their little booties hanging out? No, sir. No, sir. Because my characters look better, and all it takes is for me to hop on Nexus, download a couple of mods, and get a bunch of beautiful outfits for the characters that I make look way better any dang way. You know what I'm saying? And that process takes 10 minutes at best. I hit the Nexus, see some outfits, crack them, download them, I'm done. There you go. Simple as that. 8-hour grinds on First Ascendant? I don't even think I would have did that back then, honestly. Because the only game you could ever get me to grind that long on was Warcraft, Call of Duty, and fucking GTA. And then Skyrim, once my dad had opened my eyes to Skyrim. Then I couldn't get off of Skyrim at that time. Other than that, man, there was no other game you could really get me to grind on like that any dang way. Delete the first one, because I was supposed to delete it. I forgot. Cause she ain't smiling. It's supposed to be some happy, jolly Christmas photos, and she ain't had a single smile on her face in a single photo. Delete the first two. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even get me to do that type of grind back then, let alone now. Shoot. I didn't have my subscribe button up. I'm up. Subscribe. I'd rather attempt a kickflip for the first time in my life and hit the ground, because that's exactly what the fuck would happen. I can't skate. Never had, never will. Okay? They out there mind tripping with the dang grinds they be having in some of these games, man. My package ever come yet? Waiting on somebody's Christmas gift. Game yet still. Expected to. Oh, USPS? No. Hope y'all didn't hear that. USPS is always slow as fuck. USPS, the slowest company in the world. I was decent with roller skates, but I was never good at skateboarding. I cannot wrap my head around skateboarding. Roller blades, though? Man, I was pretty fast when I was a youngster. I wouldn't try to go that fast now as an adult because I haven't skated in forever. I would take my time with it first. But, let's say I never stopped skating. Oh man, I was speedy. I was Speedy Gonzalez on some skates. You put me on some skates, I was a fast little dude. I thought I was professional and crap. Although stopping on skates was always a little sketchy feeling. Having to lean your foot backwards. It always felt like my leg was gonna get jackknifed and crap. Never actually happened. I got used to it. Realizing that it wouldn't happen most likely. But spooky. Alright, this is the last set we're going to do for Cyberpunk, and I want to move on to a little bit of Skyrim. I think I'm just going to do a couple of my characters, though. I'm not going to do Skyrim. I really just want to do a favorite character. He was not the first character I ever made, but quickly became my favorite. Little caramel tone red guard lady, man. Like I always say. It's funny, too, because back in the day, the way I would talk about some of my characters, some people would always think that all I have is black characters. Like I don't have no white characters, no nothing. Like what? How come you don't like white characters on? I'm like, I do got white characters, fool. I just have mostly black, of course. I'm a black man. Of course I'm gonna have mostly black characters. Straight up people who used to think that I was like against any other type of character. I'm like, characters is characters, man. That's absurd. That's what we are. Like straight hurt when he thought I didn't have any other type of characters. I got a lot of characters, brother. Most of them. Light skin, caramel tone, dark skin. Actually, I got a couple of albino characters. A couple of partial albino characters. Damu. Just most of my characters is black. Although in Warcraft, most of my characters is night elves. Most of me characters are elven people. Got a lot of elves on Warcraft. Let's make use of this chair here. We put the chair here, but we ain't actually make use of it. Yeah, I had to actually like show him some of my characters. I'm like, I have a lot of characters, sir. Matter of fact, my main character here on Cyberpunk is a half Native American, half Greek lady. My main character on GTA, half Asian, half white lady. My main character on Skyrim, though, that character. Typically depends on the game. If the game has great customization, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I make any old random character. Like GTA, my first ever character was a Mexican dude. And then it was a Native American lady, but that's only because I didn't know how customization on GTA worked at the time. Nobody really. The game was brand spanking new. So, I ain't even know how to make any character. Then once you finally figure out how everything works on PC, my main character, black character. Really depends on the game though. Unfortunately, there's a lot of games make a character and they look certain skin tones tend to look a little ridiculous. Like making a black character on a black desert was a very, very daunting task. It was not easy. It was not an easy task. It depends on the game. It's like making a black character on GTA is also a very daunting task. Is that my fault? Nope. That's Rockstar. For some reason, when you try to make a black character, specifically black female characters, they look like they got a beard. Make a black male, he looks normal. So it's really the textures of the game. Street fits, a lot of Japanese characters. Oh shoot, you know what? I don't think I have any Japanese characters. I got a lot of Korean characters, I've realized. A lot of Korean and a lot of Chinese characters. I don't know why. Now that I'm thinking about it, like my main character on Black Desert, she's Korean. A lot of my other characters that I've made are Chinese and or Korean. Majority of my characters are black. That's like the most common denominator on any game I hop on. You'll see that I have a lot of black characters. Then secondly, my secondary most characters are... Ooh, I didn't mean to light in the background. My secondary most common character is Latin. I have a lot of Latin characters. Like the character we're on now, she's Mexican. Then third would be I want to say it's a very close tie between my white characters and my Asian characters. Very close between. And then fourth would be my Native American characters. I was just on OGV earlier. And then lastly would be my Polynesian characters. Polynesian characters are not easy. Polynesian folks have features that are similar to us black folks, but then they also have features that are similar to certain Asian folks. But when you try to pair the two together in a lot of games, not exactly possible. So my most common amount of Polynesian characters is my one Hawaiian character on Black Desert, and my 3 Polynesian characters here on Cyberpunk. My Samoan character, my Tongan character, and my Hawaiian character. Polynesian folks are very hard to pull off, though. Their features are not common in the world of gaming, in the world of character creation. You have to do a lot to create one. And I was successful 4 times out of the who knows how many times I've attempted. Oh, not be changing her pose that low to the ground. But my most common characters is definitely black characters. I have all kinds of various skin tones of all black. Secondly would be Latin. Third, honestly, I think I do have more. I think I have more Asian characters than white characters. I'm gonna say Asian would be third. I have a lot of Asian characters. Like, if I show you my characters on Black Desert, we would probably be getting on there shortly. Holy crap, I got a lot of Asian characters on Black Desert. Then I'm gonna say white characters are probably 4th place. Problem is, like I said earlier, the most common type of, you know what I mean, when it comes down to the vanilla ladies, is always gonna be the redheads, black-haired characters. But you can only make so much before it's like they begin to look the same. You know what I'm saying? In real life, there's all kinds of people. Video games, there's only so many features. So when you begin to use them too much, characters become indistinguishable from each other. Which is a huge problem here in Cyberpunk. There's just not enough facial features. So you gotta really be careful with here in Cyberpunk. This is why people always wanted me to make characters to sell off as mods, but I've created so many characters on here that it is hard for me to think of new characters that don't look like my already existing characters. That is a task. It's a task and a dang half trying to create new looking characters when you have as many characters as I do. It's a challenge. That's why I haven't made a what is it called? I haven't made a preset mod in a long time. Every new character I try to create end up looking like my own. And I can't give away my original characters, you know. Already bad enough I accidentally deleted this fool on accident. It took forever to make her back. Properly have her look the way she's supposed to look. Now where I have presets of my own character just in case I accidentally ever delete them again. Which she's the only character I ever did that. I accidentally placed another save over hers. I was like, oh no. Took 2 days to get that dang face back. 2 days, dude. Of looking at a bunch of old pictures to make sure her side profile is proper, every dang thing. Oh shoot, I messed up. I got a lot of Latina characters for obvious reasons, but in the end, in my personal opinion, nothing beats the chocolate. Right? That's why I got a lot of black characters, a lot of black female characters, because nothing beats the chocolate. I gotta keep it 100. Nothing beats the chocolate. Nothing beer. Singing that was terrible. Okay, she couch is too short. Oh, that'll work. Alright, well, I don't know if that's gonna work. Kind of just realized how high her what's name is. Game progress gone. This is why you absolutely gotta make backup saves. I have a lot of backup saves just in case. I need to buy me a hard drive though, so I can move all these backup saves off these little whack thumb drives before they start failing. Once these thumb drives fail, there goes all my dang, there goes all my backup saves. I don't know why I thought it'd be a good idea to save all these to a thumb drive. Oh, getting hit higher up here. But most of them, pretty much all of them are doing fine, so I just need to hurry up and buy a big solid state drive to keep these on. Solid state drives usually last very long and are usually very stable and long lasting. Something like that. If I can get all my saves off these little thumb drives. It's like all my GTA characters, all my offline GTA characters, I have backup saves for all of them. Each and every single one of them, just in case. The neckline on this pose is... Do I have volumetric fog on? I don't. That light is just that damn bright. Alright, fight a little bit. Change up her smile. Got 3 more to go, so let me find 3 good ones here. I stay with the backup saves, because that crap happened to me back in the day with Saints Row 3. For some reason, Steam thought it would be a good idea to use regular saves with no cloud saves. I wanted to delete the game so I could clean up the folder. Little did I know that they also saved your saves in the same location. So, I accidentally deleted all my saves at that time. I had to replay the entire game. I was, surprised, very disappointed. Very disappointed. Well, there goes everything I did. All of my work on Saints Row, gone. This was Saints Row Reboot, not 3. Saints Row Reboot. So I had like 100-something cars saved. fully completed the game, 100% completion. All of my cars, characters, clothes, everything is gone. I'm like, wow. All that work for nothing. I mean, granted, it's a video game, so technically, games, you're doing a lot of work for nothing, but you also don't lose your stuff because people decide, hey, let's not do cloud saves and let's put the saves in the main folder instead of a secondary document folder like everybody else does, especially for Windows. So I lost all my saves, 100% completion, every mission, everything collected within the town, all that. All house decor items. For those who don't know, like I said, that's the one thing I can give a little bit of love to Saints Row Reboot to. Even though the story and the voice acting was horrible, the game was actually very dense and had a lot of stuff in it, a lot of activities to do. And I did every bit of it. Took around 150 hours. Gone. I have not pulled it off yet. Because the game has not been on my computer for like a year or two now. Have not and probably will not. Have not and probably will not. It was an incredibly disappointing. And boom, that is a full 10 of this absolutely fantastic little... I can't speak English no more. I don't know what happened. I said absolutely little... I started stuttering and crap. I couldn't speak English no more. What was that? Alright, all 30 of them photos look fantastic. Now we move over to a little bit of Skyrim. Probably not going to do too much on the other games. I mainly wanted to get on here for Cyberpunk. I mean, we don't need to do too much. Flood myself with an overdone workload. Actually, let me start with Black Desert, because we only got like one character to do. Plus, I already kind of had her in a little Christmas outfit, getting ready to take some pictures on there. And I ain't did pictures on Black Desert in a hot minute. I love Black Desert. That's my game. Wow. Janky is that game. Maybe if fucking First Ascendant had some crap where you could AFK and still get your stuff, then maybe. Put your heart and soul into that. Put my heart in a mod menu. Maybe that. That's about the best you're gonna get out of me. Mod menu, boy, that's the work I'm gonna put in. Anything else? Y'all asking for way too much. I want you to put your fucking love into that game like it's real life type crap. Problem is real life, for me at least. I'd rather put the work in there. If I do anything virtual work, I'll do my photography because I just enjoy virtual photography. All my amazing looking characters. People make beautiful games with beautiful maps. Those, I'm cool taking pictures of that stuff. Anything else? No. No. There's work to be done. I don't know if y'all agree, but there's work to be done. Only so much left to do in this life. But you hear people say it all the time. Money is not everything. I'm not materialistic. That is not true. The very body you live in is material. So, get your fucking money right. Live a dang good life. Treat your family good. The family members that treat you nice, treat them nice. The family members that treat you like crap, send them niggas fucking packing. That's another thing I notice too many people be doing. They be trying to keep the love of family members that treat them bad. Forget them niggas. Send them niggas to the dungeon. Get them fools out your life. They say, yo, you should treat all your family well. Not if they not treating you well. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, okay? I have a lot of amazing family members, and I love those peoples. But I got a couple of family members who is real shifty. I don't mess with them not one bit, and they know it. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm not shy. On if I don't like you, I don't like you. Don't know it. Got a lot of people in this world who be running around trying not to let. Oh, I don't like that guy, but I'm not gonna tell him. Man, forget that. Tell that fool he a buster. Simple as that. Get your money right. Treat your family right. The ones that treat you right. I'm about to have good old fun with the in Christmas cookies, music with the family members. Treat me right. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm all about. Mother couple of fools. They can eat dirt. I remember hearing that bullcrap all the time as a kid. I was so confused by that when I was younger. You just tell me to eat dirt? I be seeing a lot of people around here trying to tiptoe around real deal problems. Trashy family members are trashy family members. Should not be treated any other way. Alright, here we are on Miss Korean Thickums. Do I want to put the Christmas hat on her? She is absolutely stunning with the short hair. I might keep her with short hair, honestly. Matter of fact, now that we're here, let me show you my character list. So you'll notice off the bat, right, as you look at this screen, you will notice straight off the bat, you see 1, 2, 3, where's she at? 4, 5, 6 Asian characters straight off the bat. But then you also see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 black characters straight off the bat. But then you also, I mean, you see 1, 2. I have way too many fucking characters, and this is just the one account. That always reminds me of that dude who's like, make 1 male character. I'm like, well, sir, good thing for you is I have 2 male characters, not on my main account. What was you counting? Oh, the Latinas. That's right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Latina characters. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of, Black Desert gives you a good idea of who's the highest, usually. Although I do have a lot of Asian characters here in Black Desert. I mean, it's a Korean game, so naturally they're going to give you the best features for the Asian characters. It makes sense. It's a Korean game, you know what I mean? Now, the first time I had ever played this game, though, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, because I had started on Xbox, and I was like, Black Desert, what's this? They were giving the game away for free at that point. You could try it out for free. I ain't never heard of Black Desert before, so let me test it out. This was back in 2020, December of 2020, I believe. I downloaded the game, I hopped on the joint, and obviously you have to make a character. So I was like, dang, I got a lot of characters, classes to choose from. Then I started actually customizing. I'm like, this customization is insane. I took it off my Xbox, went to Steam. I was like, please be on Steam. Boom, there it was, and it just so happened to only be $4 at that point. I'm like, I'm purchasing immediately. That's exactly what the fuck I did, and thus this little lady was created. First character ever made, Yane Black, little Korean lady. All right, let's put all these pets away because we're about to do some Christmas photos here. Problem is, there's no snow. That's the one thing I ain't gonna lie, I will always do in any game I play. Can guarantee I'm gonna make me some pretty little characters. I don't care what nobody say. I done had it all. I done heard it a million times. All you do is play female characters. That's virgin activity. Huh, yuck, yuck, yuck. All this nigga playing the crustiest character known to mankind. I'm like, look, it don't matter what I'm playing. None of my characters is busted. If I hop on my second account, like I said, me personally, I ain't into dudes, but my male characters can't be busted. I don't give a crap. Them dudes look good too. Simple as that. They're handsome men. Alright? GTA, my male characters over there, handsome. I don't play busted characters. But you guarantee I'm definitely not gonna play no busted female character. Alright, she might be a little thin, she might be muscular, she might be like this character, a little bit on the chunky side, but either way, she ain't gonna be ugly. Always be good. a good looking character. I don't give a crap what nobody say. I'm play a good looking character. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. Oh, send me a message. I'm like, the heck are you talking about, sir? I see. I need some. I need to put that crap up on eBay. Some promotion on it. Somebody was complaining about the shipping price of something I was selling on eBay. He was so busy complaining about the shipping price. I'm like, number one, I don't make the shipping price, sir. eBay does. Number two, you're complaining about something that just sold. Had me done. Look, sir, I don't make the prices. I need to sell some more stuff, as a matter of fact. But yeah, like I was saying, I just can't do it. I can't play no busted characters. That's it. Got a bunch of Hot Wheels I'm probably gonna sell. Hot Wheels are cool, but Hot Wheels are for the children. I need, if I want some little die-cast cars, I need something much better. There's a lot of companies who make way better Hot Wheels, better 1/64 scale die-cast than Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels is for the youngsters. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. The designs are cool, but there's much better up. I have Christmas stuff in here. Big old blue tree, but she's not wearing blue. You got the original red and white on, man. I don't use it. Oh yeah, they see. I wanted to use snow. Maybe for another character. Got a bunch of stuff I need to But about some prices. I hate to bear bad news, but while you sitting here complaining about prices, sir, I only just bought the joint. I mean, I don't even make the prices. I always say I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Not even a little. I want my character to look the way I want my character to look. She's gonna look the way she's gonna look. You know what's crazy? I stay getting love on this little chunky lady. Because you don't see people play characters like this. Absolutely dolled up fucking little Miss Thickums here. That's the one thing I've always gotten love on, is people love the fact that I just be... I guess we gotta wait for it to start snowing, but... They went with a lot of blue and white design this time. I guess we're gonna have to make her wear blue and white. Because I mainly wanted to use this behemoth of a tree, but I just realized it's blue and white this year. It was red and white last year. Yeah, everything's blue and white. This right here, this was blue and this was red and white. I just did a picture recently with one of my characters. It was red. Now it's blue. What do I call that? Not that. That's not how you spell soldier. What the fuck wrong with me? No, that's not what I called it. Dang, what I called it. I'll see if I can put it up on the screen, but I do not remember what I called it. We gotta wait anyways for it to start snowing, so I use this little patch of area right here. Anytime in the near future. Let me see here. What the heck did I call that character? What's her name? Martin? Hold on. I was about to say one of these days I might download it back, but I don't know if that's a good idea. They might have took all my crap again. They do that again, shoot, I'm definitely not gonna be hopping back on there. Like the fuck, ain't no way I'm doing that again. Game was fun, but I just don't be playing through games like that. I be busy out here. You know what I mean? I be busy out here to be sitting here trying to what's that? Trying to play through long games like that. Saints Row Reboot wasn't that short. It was about 20 hours. So quite a bit of time to put in. For no dang reason. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this was red last year. They made it blue. I sure enough about to just change her fit blue. I don't know how to. I don't know how to go open the folder. I can't know how to do. Ah, open in File Explorer. Don't really have. No, because it kind of has snow here. Copy. And paste. Alright, let me change her fit blue real quick. That's all good. Not working. I'm doing it. Copy the folder, file like that from a folder. Alright, we're gonna have to change this over to blue because they done changed everything to blue. But yeah, that picture sheet. How it would. I would. Switching over to blue. Switching over to blue. Gonna keep the short hair on her. The short hair is cleaner. Christmas hat would be cool, but I mean, short hair just looks plastic on. Ooh wee! I can go snowblind using this crap. You see something? Ooh, contrast. Ain't Halloween. Too ghostly and Halloween looking that last one. You see this? Like everything that's blue was red back. Grass is blue. Okay. Now let me see here. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Clearly with the outfit. I forgot you got other characters and crap you can add. Oh, let me see. Oh, I spawned that fool because I don't remember. He ain't got the right color outfit though. I spawn. Oh no, forgot. Attendant. Summon. There she go. I would say that is not her skin tone. What's going on? Oops. I'm gonna zoom in. Oh, you could get your character. You could have your what's names with a custom fit now, but her fit is a Halloween outfit, so I don't really know how to make it work for the Christmas look. Remembering. Got the pumpkin gear. I mean, it doesn't have any pumpkins on it as far as I can tell. So it might work. Let me see. I'll say, who the fuck is that? I mean, yeah, there's no pumpkins on it, so if I just make it white and blue, it might look Christmassy. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not really sure how true that is. Find out now. Make the black part white, or would that look better blue? Usually what I do is any part that's black goes white, any part that's colored goes to another color. So like that red, blue hat. I kind of wish you could hide, but you cannot. I don't think. We'll make that blue and white. That kind of gives you that a proper looking effect, I would say. Problem is, how do I move this fool next to me? She a little far away. Oh. All right, she left. Oh, I'm gonna say, okie dokie then. You don't walk no more. She just be teleporting. Oh, that is unfortunate. She actually walk and follow you. Alright, get out of here then. Get a move on here. We want to get on Skyrim. It was mainly to get on Skyrim. Since I gotta load back in the Black Desert. Well. Try to get a lot more photos done. I know it's been a hot minute since I've done a photo session. But I kind of figured the photo session joints were kind of a thing of the past. And those take a very long time to record and edit. They're not very efficient. So I figured probably won't matter too much. People probably would just want to see some form of photos. After all, this is a dang photography channel. But probably wouldn't matter too much. As much as I like her with the short hair, probably would be a good idea to put a little Christmas hat just to fit the thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, man. These videos are taking a long time to record. In the end, I'm getting like, like 10 views and crap. 20 views. And you get the exact same amount for a much shorter video. It only makes the most sense to keep it short, keep it sweet. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe one of these days I'll be able to get back to doing it. But for now, you're just going to see a lot of little videos. A lot of little photography videos pop up. Which so far they've been doing fine, so I guess people don't really mind. Plus, you know, we got this little month break, but we will be back in school soon. Oh, that's the dance. Direction. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Messing up. Oh, okay, there we go. That is not a little. I like that. Yeah, it's like some videos took a very long time to put together. Those were not videos that just took like a few minutes to put together. That's not even possible. We're talking about hours of recording time. Then gotta edit them and still, of course, edit the actual photos themselves. So that crap was a process and a half. Wasn't a quick one either. Not a quick one. I don't even have my what's name up, so I don't even know what the heck I'm doing. We're talking 4 to upwards to 7 hours to make those videos a piece. Not including editing, of course. That's just the recording process. That's the crazy part. That is literally just the recording process. Hours on hours with those videos. And, you know, you upload it. It's like, these results ain't quite looking like they once did. And that's where I kind of remember, you know what, I'm messing up anyways. YouTube was never for the money, per se. YouTube was for the activity of it. It was just simply getting stuff done and using YouTube as a way to show people what you've created. I forgot how to go into slow motion. Oh, it's U. I hit R. I hit R like 5 times and I was wondering why it wasn't working. It's the wrong button. You know what I'm saying? YouTube was really never about how much money can I make doing this. It was more about, let me upload my stuff there and, you know, just let people see what it is that I do. Simple as that. But I got kind of encapsulated with the idea of getting all the views that I kind of started taking it to heart whenever videos wouldn't do what I needed or thought they were supposed to do. When realistically, a lot of the people who do get big on YouTube, man, they either had a crap ton of money behind them or luck of the dang draw, baby. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a crap ton of money. And I ain't got that luck of the draw. Like, yes, I upload stuff. People enjoy it. I gain the subscribers. I have mad people telling me, oh, I love your videos. I love your characters. I love this, love that, your commentary, whatever. And it's like, boom, okay. But even with the little bit that I was able to build was more. I never realized that it was a lot more than most people have ever been able to. There are people who probably I will see channels who have like 3,000 videos and only have like, I don't know, 1,800 subscribers or less. They'll have like 5,000 videos and have like 800 subscribers. So I never even paid attention to the fact that even my small growth is more than some people get to experience with all the time that they spent making YouTube videos. And then you get so trapped into your own head about certain things that you don't realize that, this was never even for that. You know what I'm saying? You want to make like real money that's going to last you a lifetime, then that's what schools is for, stuff like that. Is it a little expensive? Yeah, but I mean that's what government assistance is for. Then once you're ready to get out there and make that money, that's when you pay it off. People be talking about they in student debt of like 40, 30, 40, 60, 70,000, stuff like that. That's if you're in like college. Community college is not that expensive. You can always get government assistance, which will literally help you with expenses. And if you're done with college, you pay it off. You know what I'm saying? And that was the thing. That was where I messed up. I got too encapsulated with wanting this to work right then and there, which was never how YouTube was meant to be. If it do, you know what I mean? Like I said, that means that more than likely is that person got money behind them, they got a team behind them, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? If I had to back off and relax, I'm like, I'm doing too dang much. I need to chill out. I need to relax up in this piece because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That is doing my school. Which, mind you, I'm doing quite dang well. I passed all my classes, all that good stuff. I'm like, I can't see right. Actually, matter of fact, I feel like half and half. I'll just keep her here. It's a good pose to make it look like she's putting stuff on the tree here. Little tree. Oh, that might work. You know what I mean? I was taking the whole YouTube thing just a little too serious when that was never really the point. You know what I'm saying? It was never exactly the purpose of why I started doing YouTube. Like back in the day when I was doing YouTube, I was kind of uploading whatever the fuck I wanted. And even then, I was still seeing more growth than a lot of people would want to ever see. So then that's when I was like, what the fuck am I upset for? This is not what we got on YouTube. The purpose of YouTube was to just create and post. Whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? My full self got a little too deep. I think I'll just do one character for Black Desert. I don't know. I don't even know if I have enough time. I still gotta wrap up that gift once. I mean, we're doing a lot though, so. I believe it or not, you can do it on. You can do it online too. Right now, all my classes are on online. Of course, once I do the mechanic part, then that's when I'm gonna go to the school. But that's more for certification. That's for the business side of things. Unfortunately, if you want to be able to sell your creations, you have to be certified. People have to know that you are capable of creating. Like, let's say you've been building since you was like you've been building, working on cars since you was like 5, and now you're 50. They know you're capable of building, but you still have to be certified. It still has to be legal. Because if somebody order delivered, oh shoot, where's it at? Oh, hold on. Where they put it? Front door? Oh! Let me check the cameras. They need to know that you're capable. They also need to know who's going to be responsible. So unfortunately, that part is fairly important. And you I guess the best I can say is you shouldn't be afraid of classrooms. Is it the best environment? Nah. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're there for the knowledge, not for the people. Me personally, when I get into school, I'm not gonna be looking to make friends. That's the last thing I'm gonna give a crap about. Mainly, also to the fact that I'm an introvert. I don't need friends. I'm not going there to make friends. I'm going there to get paid. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't going there to be social butterfly, and all that extraterrestrial bullcrap. I'm there to get money. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to make money up in this piece. I need to get certified so I can make me some money. Mechanics make good money. I can take this knowledge, build stuff, become higher, more. By the time I'm like 40, I'll be a master mechanic and make him some serious fucking cash. Or by the time I'm like 37 or something. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna be right back. Alrighty. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, I ain't going to school to make friends and be Mr. Friendly Guy and, hey guys, social butterfly. I'm sure a lot of students when I get there will be like, dang, this dude don't really talk to nobody, because that is not what I'm there for. I am not there to make friends. I am there to make money. Feel what I'm saying? Now, of course, naturally, any time in life, I've always had people come up to me and be like, hey man, what's up, man? Then boom, I'll keep it cordial. I'll be like, hey, what's going on? My name is such and so and so. And we get that little bit of back and forth talk. But like, I'm not going to no class to be friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to class for this certification. Be legit so that when it comes time to create and sell, I'll be able to do that legally. No, because the thing that's going to suck is you'll put in all the work to learn, but let's say you want to make and sell, you won't be able to do that. Not full scale stuff, at least. You might be able to do it on a small scale, like maybe you might make some go-karts or something, and even then you still have to be very careful with it. Because if somebody gets hurt on your stuff, oof, you're going to be in a lot of trouble without that certification. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm doing it. I can understand, like, You're not a big fan of the classroom type of feel, but me personally, same. I don't give a crap about a classroom. I'm there to make money. I'm not going to college to make friends with people. I know somebody might be like, "Dang man, that's messed up," but is it? I need niggas need money out here, man. Friends don't make you money. You feel what I'm saying? Let's keep it on here, man. Friends don't make you money. Hold on real quick. If I got a bunch of fucking friends, that's not gonna be the thing that gets me paid. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be the thing that gets me paid. I know everybody named mom, you gotta have friends, you gotta have people around you. I got people around me. That's cool. That's all I need. I'm here for money, man. I'm 29. I'm not going to school to make friends. I'm going to school to get to this cash flow. That's the problem with a lot of people. They want a friend, they want friends, they want to have parties, they want to have fun. But then they turn around and complain about not having funds. You know what I'm saying? I used to do that same fucking thing. I'm 29. I've been an adult for a long time. I used to do the same thing. I want friends. Well, no, never mind. I'm an introvert, so I don't need friends. But the ideas of going out and wearing all my fancy clothes, this is why I be wasting money on fancy clothes. At the time, at least. Now, not as much. But it's the same thing. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've never done it. I've absolutely done it. I'm a young man. Of course I've done it. What young man and young woman hasn't? You feel what I'm saying? But it has to come to a time where we're like, okay, I'm tired of all this extraterrestrial bullcrap. I need some money in my pockets. You feel what I'm saying? People go to the school. They want to be buddies. I don't give a crap about none of that. I'm trying to get some knowledge so I can get paid. I am tired of looking at stuff, being like, oh, can't afford that. I am tired of not being able to do what the fuck I want to do with my life. I want to do more. Feel what I'm saying? But I can't because I got no funds. I'm not going to school to make friends. So I like I said, I feel it. I feel you on that. If that's the reason, of course. If it's not the reason, then this is not applicable to you, of course. But if that is your reason, you gotta get past that. Forget the people. Don't go there for the people. Go there because you need some money in bang pockets. That's what I'm doing. Of course, if that's not your worry, then it's not applicable to you. The certification is the important part. You can sit here and be the greatest mechanic of all time, but you'll grow. You'll be a mechanic for the rest of your life, making 40,000 a year because you never took it farther than that. You know what I'm saying? In the end, my plan with this is to take it to the top, become the best at it, so that it actually pays me well. Where the fuck is the Skyrim folder? I'm trying to find the dang Skyrim folder. Can't find it. I got Skyrim loading. I don't know if I got my proper character's body type. I think I do. I'm just gonna do something on it. What else did I say that I was gonna do? GTA and Warcraft? I don't know if I can do GTA yet. I don't know if there's that much Christmas stuff yet. I might have to wait. I'm gonna check. Yeah, I don't think there's that much Christmas stuff on GTA quite yet. I would have to wait till they bring the snow on online. I can do the snow on offline, but then I won't have Christmas items. I mean, I could, but yeah. But anyways, yeah, that's what it's more about. It's about getting certified so you can make some real money. Because mechanics from the start make decent cash. 40 to 50,000 a year straight off the bat as a beginner mechanic. That's not bad. That's more than most jobs pay. That's about what, $20 to $23 an hour? Most jobs is only paying like 15, 16. Feel what I'm saying? So that's not bad. That's not a bad paycheck for a starter. But as your knowledge gets up, it doesn't take very long to become a master mechanic, which is when you're gonna start making some real cash flow. Matter of fact, let me see something. How long does it? Ooh. Oh, what the fuck? Become master mechanic. I think it's only like 7 years. I think 7, 8 years. 5 to 7 years. That's it. 5 to 7 years with a couple of tests. That's it. So in 5 to 7 years, you can become a master mechanic, me boy. Experience minimum 2 years or one with a degree. What I'm doing. Education, high school diploma / GED plus formal training, which is what I'm doing. Certification, a full series of ASE tests. ASE standing for Automotive Service Excellence, and that's it. In 5 to 7 years, you're a master mechanic. We both young as fuck, me boy. Okay. In 5 to 7 years, I'll be 35 to 37. I'm already a master mechanic at 35 to 37 years old. That's incredible. That's amazing. And then you can still take that knowledge and do crazy more with it, man. So on average, they make $60,000 to $75,000 a year, which is $30 to $40 an hour, which is not bad, right? And then your top earners, if you're really putting in that work, are doing $80,000 to $85,000 a year. And if you wish to take it even farther, those are the people who are making $100,000 plus. Now I feel you on it, because I don't really like being around people either. But at the end of the day, money. You know what I mean? Money. Trust me, I was saying the same thing before I hopped into school. I was like, nah, I want to be around people. And I trust me, I feel you on it. I know exactly what you're saying because I was saying the same thing. But at the end of the day, money. Although card detailing is very good. That is a good option, right? Sure. But at the end of the day, baby, it's all about that money. I don't know where my Skyrim folder is. I'm genuinely lost. I thought it was in my pictures folder, but it's not. Well, let me hide the screen real quick because we're gonna have to set her up an outfit. You know, Skyrim. Aaliyah. Okay, I think we just gonna do Skyrim here because I can't do GTA yet. They don't have the snow on online yet. There's no online snow yet. I just remembered that. And if I do it offline, then I won't have Christmas Christmas decorations. Fucking directions. Christmas decorations because I'm on my old mod menu and I do not know how to use that menu quite yet. I'm so used to menu. Honestly, I might go back to GTA Legacy so I can get all my original mods back. If I just get Natural Vision Evolved, the game will look just as dang good anyways. That's the only reason why GTA looked good. They did a little update to make it all prettier and whatnot. I mean, it is prettier, don't get me wrong. GTA Enhanced looks way better than GTA Legacy, but not that much better. Not that much better. No, detailing is definitely good stuff, though. I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that. But believe it or not, too, a lot of people are going to be about the same as you. So, and me. So you're really not even going to have that many people being annoying or approaching for no reason or any dang thing. Most people are on the same type of thinking we are. Just want to get the knowledge and go home. Simple. Don't be trying to get me with all that extra bullcrap. I'm here for the knowledge, baby. That's like some of these teachers. Some of these teachers. I think they're so used to talking to like 16, 17, 18, 19-year-olds. One of my teachers was talking kind of crazy. I had to get back at him a little bit and letting them know, like, look, I get it. You're used to talking to 17, 18-year-olds. I'm 29. I understand. I'm a grown man, though, sir. You gotta relax with all that extra stuff you're doing. You was trying to be Mr. Funny Man. It's like, relax with all that, son. I am I don't typically like to use that because usually when you got people who are like, oh, I'm a grown man, they sound like fucking idiots. But the way he was acting, I'm like, you need to relax. You need to relax, me boy. Oh, that Christmas outfit, old as fuck. Where's my new one? Did I ever get a new one? What am I talking about? I definitely feel you, though. I definitely feel you. I think for me, though, I'm more on the introverted side, is where I don't mind being around people if I have to, as long as I get my money. Just don't expect me to be all buddy-buddy with you. That's not me, never has been me. I've never really even had problems talking to people. I just don't care to, because that's not what I do. I don't need to be around people all the time. Unless it's my family members, I don't mind being around my good family members. My close family members, I have no problem being around them. It's just other people who like to be in your business a lot. Or people who try to throw their business onto you. I'm not good at that. Never have been. More than likely, never will be. So, that is the one thing I think people will definitely notice. Is I'm not big on talking. I might, you know what I mean? If the teacher's asking like questions and he asks me like, oh, what's this and that, then of course I'll respond and crap, but I've never been the type of person to go up to people and be friends. But if someone comes up to me and talks, I'm not going to completely ignore them either. I'm not that messed up. That'd be messed up as fuck. Somebody come up to you like, hey man, you just look at them dead in their eyes and then look back. It's like it's not a good look. So I won't do that to people. But don't expect me to come up to you. I'm here for the fucking knowledge, baby. Because, man, you can make some dang good money as a mechanic. Is there the downside to any job? Of course, that's jobs. Every job has a downside. Even people who get their dream jobs have a little bit of a downside. I don't think I got a new Christmas outfit. I might be thinking of Cyberpunk. All the new Christmas stuff I got on Cyberpunk. I could probably put something together, though. Maybe get it like a white neck fur, white sweater, maybe with like a red dress or so. Let's see. Oh, I clicked on glasses on accident. I mean, some glasses would be clean, though. Would these fit, though? Her nose is, she got that red guard nose. Her nose is a little big. I don't know if that's going to fit on her properly. But I need the knowledge. I need the shmonies. So, for me, whether I liked it or not, for me, whether I wanted to be around people or not, it was not it had nothing to do with being around people. And it was just, I'm tired of being broke. Tired of being broke. Tired of not having no dang money. Something got to get done around here. Oh yeah, her nose is too big. It's the top of her nose, not even her actual nose. And those are too dark. Those don't look very Christmassy. Those ain't no Christmas glasses. I don't know what those is. Okay, let me get her the white shoulder fur. Anything white and red should look fine as a Christmas outfit. Because I thought I had got some new Christmas stuff. I did not, unless I forgot to download it. Which is very possible. Very possible. Most likely the case, actually. So let me give her the white. They got white fur? Yes, they do. White fur with any red clothing should do the job. And if not, we're just going to take pictures anyway because she looked good in the little red dress we got. Or maybe I should make her wear all white. She hasn't worn an all white outfit in a hot minute. If we have her in some snow, that's winter. I guess it doesn't always have to be full Christmas. Winter would do just fine. It is, after all, winter. Matter of fact, yeah, that's what we're going to do because I don't even have any Christmas outfits for her. We're just going to have her looking great in a white, all white fit. In the snow. Especially at the time, too, I figured with the way YouTube is heading, more than likely, YouTube is not going to be how I'm collecting me paychecks. I mean, it's possible. Maybe if I go back to my old school style of PvP. My old school style of YouTubing. So for some of y'all might not know, back in the day, your boy was getting millions of views. And that was because at the time I was running a recycler channel. Now you might be wondering, what's a recycler channel, Jadam? This is where you upload other people's content and not your own. And what I mean by other people's content, not literal YouTuber content, but entertainment as a whole. Back in the day, your boy used to upload random hip hop records from the 90s. I had uploaded them by the thousands, and quite a few of them were getting 100,000, 60,000, 500,000, 800,000, and more views. The highest being a Nujabi song at 7.5 million and a Mad Lib beat at 5.9 million. And then I think in third place was a Big Pun song at 1.2 million. And I was like 17 years old at the time. That channel paid quite well. Realistically, I should have stuck with that. If I wanted to get paid off of YouTube, I should have stuck with that. Now, don't get me wrong. Is my content and the stuff that I created bad? Of course not. That's how a lot of y'all got here and don't seem to go anywhere no matter what I do or don't upload. Y'all seem to stick around no matter what. And then I got people over on my Warcraft channel who are straight, they'll watch fucking anything I upload, right? So it's not really that my content is whack. The problem is making your own content is one of the hardest fucking things you could do on YouTube or anything on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Oh, is it as hard as being a mechanic? Of course not. It's literal fucking gaming content. If you think making gaming content is harder than actual jobbing, you are out of your fucking mind. Actual jobs and stuff like that is the reason why people become content creators, because don't nobody want to work an actual job. But at the same time, doing content creation is like anything else. If you don't have something that's in direct and immediate demand, boy, oh boy, is it hard to get people to notice your stuff, especially if you ain't putting money in it 24/7. I already made her wear that, so we're not going to use that. She needs some dang undergarment. Alright, boom, little red dress with the fucking, you know what I mean, with the white jacket and the white fur. And then she got the red heels, which I did not put on her. You know what I'm saying? Creating your own content and getting people to find it is rough. You're doing, like, right? Like, if I upload a beat or a song from, I don't know, Cypress Hill, who the fuck doesn't know Cypress Hill? Who doesn't know Beastie Boys? You would have to be young as fuck not to know these things, right? And even if you don't know those dudes, there are people who do. So that form of content, you got two types of content on. You're either creating your own stuff or you're an archive for other people's stuff. Creating your own stuff is rough. Being an archive for other people's stuff, easiest fucking crap in the world. Get you well paid. So if you ever thought about, like, you know, I want to do YouTube, but do I want to create my own or do I want to upload other people's stuff? Honestly, you don't truly care about creating your own stuff. You're not a crackhead to creation like I am. Man, fucking do an archive channel. Easiest crap in the world. And you can get well paid. I was 17 years old making dang near $1,000 a week from YouTube. Random rap records. Now, of course, you're not guaranteed to make that much money, but that also depends on how many channels you're willing to make. I'm not even gonna lie, I currently have 3 archive channels in the making. They're not connected to me in any way, shape, or form, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the third one, though. Sourcing the records was not an easy task once I had to start, like, hey, you're stealing from other people. That's because y'all fools stopped paying. That will happen too, so you gotta make sure that the channel you're running is low on copyright, and make sure you're not stealing from actual YouTube. You wanna upload TikTok videos, believe it or not, that is one of the easiest you could do. YouTube hates TikTok, so anytime you upload stuff from TikTok, don't give a crap. It's like you ever stumble upon a channel where like his people, like reaction channels, boom, that's the perfect thing. Reaction channels are that type of stuff. Oh, the snow at, I forget. Solitude or Riften? Need the high snow. High snow is the prettiest snow. Tower of Mazark. Oh wow, forgot about those pictures. Those are the ones I did. I don't know if I ever showed y'all those. I'll upload them here. What the heck was I saying? I was doing random records. TikToks are easy to do. What else is easy to do? Oh, archiving old videos, kind of like how I was doing with the random records. Stuff like that. If you ever wanted to just make money off of YouTube and you're not looking to bear the annoyance of trying to get your own content flying, and just fucking become an archive channel. Archive channels are easy work. It's like there's a dude I watch on YouTube all the time. His name is Car Chase Wonderland. I fucking love that dude's channel. You know what that channel is? He posts old car chases from movies and shows back in the day. That's my guy, man. I'll be watching that dude's videos like crazy. Car Chase Wonderland is the name of that channel, if you ever wanted to see it yourself. That's all he does. That's exactly what I used to do. You know what the crazy part is? I'm over here fucking fighting for my life trying to get my own stuff off the ground. While this dude, you know what I mean? He just be, seems like a good spot. Make it in the morning, though. A little dark, isn't it? What the... Oh, she got two-handers.
Hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish.
With that?
Never should have come here.
Well, you shouldn't have came here. Why you about to interrupt me? Ooh. I don't know why she got a two-hander. She's not a two-hander. Not hitting very hard. Would have been dead already if I had a one-hander. Look at that. Two-handed increased to 24. Ain't got crap, sir. Wonder you out here thieving. Wait, hold on. That's sell for 500. Let me get that. Let me get that, lizard man. Oh, now she got blood all over her. Real man. Options. Make that time in the morning. Make that weather nice and clear. Actually, I forgot what the name of those pictures is. Find out. There's a lot of pictures I kind of forgot to post to the channel. I'm gonna have to find out. I'm gonna have to remember. I don't know if to do that. Hope that blood disappears sometimes. But no, yeah. There's two type of channels you could do, man. You gonna archive it up, or you gonna try with your own stuff. Now me, what I should have done was I should have kept it the way I always had it back in the day. Back in the day, I had my little photography channel and an archive channel. The archive channel made me money. The photography channel was what I was trying to build up. I want to put her here. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, actually. Passes. Shoes. There they go. I should have kept it that dang way. YouTube would have been easy work, because then I could have had that the money I was getting off of that channel could have went to this channel, or not this channel, but the photography channel at the time, which would have made things considerably easier. Instead, I decided to change all of that. But no, dang. Now, granted, doing the random records wasn't the best option. The problem is it's very iffy. The copyright is strong. You get hit with copyright like every 2 seconds on it, which is, of course, to no surprise. What's the name working? There. Which, of course, is no surprise. You're uploading music and stuff like that. So you can't really be surprised with that one. Or was I really surprised? Our undergarment is flipping. Why that's happening, folks. Quick intermission. Oh. The game just closed for some reason. I don't feel like resetting all that up. Oh, shoot. You know, it's time for me to go anyways. Packages came and all that extra stuff. Alright, my good peoples. My bad on that. I didn't expect the dang thing to crash on me. I will definitely be starting to stream on this channel more often from now on. So, do stay tuned for that. I noticed somebody subscribed, so that's good. I will definitely be streaming here more often. Photography streams on here more often. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. But it is time for me to go. I just got sent a message. It's time to go. With that being said, my good peoples, I will see y'all another time. I'm out of here. Stay good out there, all right? Stay good out there.